Good morning, everybody. It's going to be an interesting one today. And we're going to be talking about, it's going to be a very, very interesting one. Good morning. Actual fact, while you guys go and set yourself up, I'm going to go and make myself a coffee. Because today is going to be a good one. Okay, right. Today we're going to be covering PTSD and hi. Today we're going to be covering PTSD and also mental health. Right, we're going to talk about mental health first, right, and what the pros and cons are for people who cry wolf. And you'll come to understand what I'm talking about in a minute. Now, the reason I've decided to do a mental health day today is because I think everyone needs it. All right, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. All right, but in my military career, I was a BCDT instructor. Now you say to yourself, what's a BCDT instructor? A BCDT stands for Battlefield Casualty Drills Techniques Instructor. Right, so it's the techniques, and these drills are taught to soldiers. Okay, and some of these, some other techniques that are taught to soldiers are also using an aid memoir. It's a little booklet that is basically an idiot's guide. So a soldier will go from one page to the other. Is it a single injury or is it multiple injury? Now, by the way, early hours and it's 11:48. Oh yeah, I'm opening a nice can of Dr. Pepper. Right, let's get a couple of things out of the way, shall we? Now, I am going to say a couple of things that I want people to take on board, and I want you to understand that this is not offense, this is not a threat, this is basically news. Okay. Here's a bit of advice. Before anybody, and that includes Jeremy Hells, the Lees, David, Dave, Super Dave, Veteran Nation, anybody, okay? When you wake up in the morning, before you do anything, take a good look in the mirror. Right? Today, everyone's on the chopping block. Everybody. And there's a reason for that. Because I was sent a link yesterday. And I watched this video and I listened to this individual. Yes, it was Super Dave. And I listened very intently. Extremely intently. Actually, to a point where I thought it was humorous at the beginning. Because for nearly 20 minutes, all he did was talk about me. Okay. Justified. And believe it or not, he actually agreed on me that people take abuse of the reporting system on YouTube. But that's by and by. However, around 29 minutes, he started talking about mental health. And he said that people we have weaponized that. No.
the complete opposite. You coming onto your platform and informing the populace that you've stopped taking your mental health, your medication, and your everything else. Now, this is not an attack. Let me just make absolutely sure. Hi, Squid. You're going to enjoy this one. This is military level education. All right. This is not an attack. This is basically me pointing something out from experience. Okay. All right. I can tell you right now, every single member of the armed forces, regardless of what country they are from, or what rank they are, or what sex they have, or what you want to call gender, whatever. Okay. Every single one of us suffers from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I tell you one thing is it even civilians can get it. Right? And basically, post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm going to read a comment. I'm going to read a paragraph out from a piece of paper. Exactly, Squid. Wow, in the heart. On that note, I'm going to go and get my coffee. Bloody hell, Squid, you straight in that. There you go. There you go, Squid. Fucking over that. Right, now I've got my coffee. We can continue. Now, PTSD, right? Okay. Mostly people with... Oh, well, I'll give you some energy. Right, okay. So basically, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Most troops or most soldiers, right, suffer from it. And it's a lifelong thing. And it can, different levels of PTSD, unfortunately, some people unalive themselves because of it. Okay. And I'm going to try and educate you today. So you can actually, if you know someone, right, who's got these 5 symptoms, right, you need to address it. You need to talk to them, right? Because PTSD now comes under the mental health umbrella, all right? So the reason I'm going to be talking about these 2 topics is because of multiple reasons. And the biggest reason is because of David, aka Milltown's Best, aka Super Dave. Because he seems to be waving that mental health card around like if it was a toy. And I find that disgusting. So today we're going to be, today, if you are interested, you can sit here. If you're interested, fine. If you're not, fine. But I can tell you one thing now. If you come in here, as of today, and you go on about PTSD and mental health, and I question you on it, and you don't say anything, you're fucking gone quicker than you can fucking say hello. I'm telling you that right now. Because I'm sick and tired of people abusing, right, mental health to get sympathy and to get people to whatever. And Dave, if you're going to watch this and you are listening right now and you are watching this in the future, okay, you need to fucking take a very long look in the mirror. If you are being diagnosed with anxieties and mental health and you are getting medication, you need to go out and seek professional support and help and talk about it, because being on YouTube is not the fucking way to do it. As simple as, right? I do care about your well-being. I do care about your health, but there is a line you do not fucking cross, and you've crossed it. So today is an education day. Right, post-traumatic stress disorder is a disorder that develops in some people who have experienced a shocking, scary, or dangerous event. It is natural to feel afraid during and after a traumatic situation. Fear is part of a body's fight or flight response, which helps us avoid the response of potential danger. Here's the problem. As a soldier, there's no such thing as flight. Get that in your head right now. May you be a sailor, a soldier, a Marine or an airman or whatever fucking headdress you wear, whatever fucking regimental colors you wear, whatever fucking TRF patch you got, it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant if it was the First World War, Second World War, Korean War, Vietnam War, fucking UN fucking duties, sunshine tours, which we call sunshine tours if you do 6 months in Cyprus and just drive around on the bikes and stuff like that. But that's by and by. All right. We are trained to live and fucking fight in dangerous environments. And it can cause an adverse effect to us. Okay. So when you come across a member of the armed forces, right, it doesn't mean that they may have PTSD, yes, but it's at different levels. Some of us, we can deal with it. We can handle it. We discuss it. We talk to each other about it. I mean, me and Squid can sit in a channel on our own, and we could talk. We could moan and complain and whine about the shit that we had to experience. But I tell you one thing: when we leave that room afterwards, Mr. Squid will be happy, and Mrs. Stormtrooper will be happy, because we'll be totally different. We'll be relaxed and everything else. It's communication. You help each other. You talk about things. You don't bottle shit up. Whereas as a civilian, when you experience a traumatic incident, like an accident, or even if you lose a loved one, and unfortunately a loved one passes away or is unalived in a car accident, it's a traumatic situation. It's trauma. It's a psychological trauma. And if you don't know what trauma is, just type it into the Googles and check on the interwebs and type in trauma. Okay, and it will tell you exactly what it is. Now, what are the 5 symptoms of PTSD? And I'm not even reading from my medical docs. If I read from my own medical docs, trust me, we'll be here tomorrow. All right. Here are some arousal and reactive or reactivity symptoms. These are the symptoms that are not. Could be a telltale sign, but the thing is, unless you go to a neurologist and a psychologist and are diagnosed with PTSD, right? These are just sort of like, yeah, probably. Okay, being easily startled. If someone is easily startled, does it mean they've got PTSD, or you just scared the shit out of them, right? See what I mean? You have to be very careful how you go about that. Being easily startled, feeling tense, on guard, or on the edge. I can tell you one thing right now: if Squid, me, AVA, Eric, Veteran Nation, and a couple of other guys, if we were sitting in the bar, how many people do you think would have their backs to a wall? How many of us do you, right? Let's say we've got 5 people. Yeah. So we've got Squid, me, Veteran Nation, AVA, and Eric. Mm-hmm. Anyone else want to go in on this bet? How many of us do you think will have our backs to the wall, so we can see every single entrance and exit, so we can see every? How many of us? Squid says all of us. Anyone want to take a guess? Right, Ozzy, you say all. Anyone else? Okay. All right, Sheena, no problem. You wake up. Yeah. Yeah. Morning, Walt, Mary. Ammo go? Yeah. Right. How many? Right. You got it. You hit the nail on the head. All of us. How many out of us? Right. How many watches have you got? How many sharks have you got? Because we call it Shark Watch. Right. How many out of the 5 people will be doing a fucking owl impression? How many of us will be doing an owl impression? Traversing, looking. How many out of the 5 people would be traversing or looking? Yeah, okay. Okay. Exactly. All of us. But you know what? How many of us would be relaxed? How many out of all 5 of us would be relaxed? Totally relaxed, having a laugh, having a giggle. Mary, wrong. Exactly. Hey, right, we would all be relaxed because, like, I can assure you. Right, let me give you this scenario. Right, a couple of years ago, I went for Do, and we went in. There was a certain town, right, and I knew that for a fact that 3 or 4 people were suffering severe PTSD. They were in certain places in the UK getting help with that. So me and someone else decided to tell them that they were going to have a cut off of a certain amount of drinks they could have, and they were going to have a cut off. They accepted that, they agreed on it, and that was it. Right? We had 2 people standing. We had one main person who was built like a brick shithouse standing with the other 2. So you had 3 people standing. One person was facing outwards, the other 2 were facing inwards. The guys who had severe PTSD were sitting down with their backs towards the wall. Right? And I'll tell you one thing, not one thing happened. Actual fact, a big fight kicked off, and not one of us moved. Right? And I can tell you one thing now, if you'd have came anywhere near our table, you wouldn't have left. You'd have been picked up and carried out, because like we are always on edge. We like the only way you're never ever gonna catch a veteran from the back. If they're out in town, if they're out, they're always turning and looking. They're always observing. They're always looking around, right? To a point where so normal mortals will not notice it, but anyone who served or police officers or anything else, they'll notice it, right? It's always on a swivel, always looking, irregardless. When I drive a vehicle, I mean, yeah, you get in a vehicle with a veteran, you'll find out how safe you are. That I can assure you. Right. Anyway, going back to the PTSD. Right. Feeling tense, on guard, and on edge. There you go. Now, we are tense when it comes to situations that we have no control over. If we don't have control over it, we get a little bit tense because it's trust. On guard, because unless we trust you, we're always on guard. And on edge, because you never know what will happen. Right? Having difficulty concentrating. That's another thing. Because our minds are going at 200,000 miles an hour, because we're thinking of strategies, fallout plans and everything else. Right? How difficult falling asleep or staying asleep. Now, I can publicly announce that I have that issue. That's one of my symptoms. I'm not scared of saying that. Right? Feeling irritable and having angry or aggressive outbursts. Yeah. All right. But the thing is, mine are very controlled. Not aggressive, but they are assertive. All right. Engaging in risky, reckless, or destructive behavior. How many ex-soldiers or how many ex-vets do you know that do close protection or have gone to war-torn countries as medics, or have gone to Ukraine? Quite a few. I know quite a few. And this is what you people need to understand: post-traumatic stress disorder. Those are only just 5 symptoms, right? And the thing is, people say, "Oh, when you got PTSD, does it go away?" Well, it depends. It depends, and sometimes it'll never go away. And if it does go away, right, it's within the first couple of weeks or first month, especially after trauma, especially after an incident. But I tell you one thing: some of the symptoms don't go away for years, or they never go away. And especially, they never go away if they're not untreated. If they're not treated, that's why troops will need to go and talk to a professional and get that help. Yeah, I've got friends. I even got offered to go to Ukraine. And I'll tell you one thing, if I would have been single, I would have taken up on it. I would have went to Ukraine. But I'm not single. So yeah. And I probably, with my age, I'd have probably ended up on a training team. But I'll tell you one thing, they would have been trained properly, and they are getting trained properly. Right. So before people carry on, we're going to do one more thing. Okay, we're going to discuss. Right, we are going to discuss what is post-traumatic stress disorder. So we're going to go in. We're going to go very quickly in depth into this. Right, and I'm going to read this out. Right, post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) is a psychiatric disorder that may occur in people who have experienced or witnessed a traumatic event. Series of events or sets of circumstances, an individual may experience this as an emotional and physical, harmful, or life-threatening, and may affect mental, physical, social, and or spiritual well-being. Examples include natural disasters, serious accidents, acts, TACs, war combat, rapist or SA, historical drama, intimate partner violence, or bullying. Right? Okay, these are just a few from a long list. Okay. PTSD has been known by many names in the past, such as shell shock. A lot of people don't even know that shell shock and PTSD, right, is where PTSD. But the one of the new ones that I heard when I first joined up was combat fatigue, and that's not yet. Fucking hell, it says it there as well. During the years of World War One and combat fatigue after World War Two, but PTSD does not just happen to combat veterans. Listen to the words, ladies and gentlemen. PTSD can occur in all people of any ethnicity, nationality, culture, and any age. Pay attention now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PTSD affects approximately 3.5% of the US adults every year. The lifetime prevalence of PTSD in adolescents ages 13 and 18 is 8%. An estimated 1 in 11 people will be diagnosed with PTSD in their life. Women are twice as likely as men to have PTSD. 3 ethnic groups: US, Latinos, American, Black Americans, and Native Americans, Alaska Natives, are disproportionately affected and higher rates of PTSD than non-Latino whites. Okay. People with PTSD have intense, disturbing thoughts and feelings related to their experience that last long after a traumatic event has ended. They may relieve the event through flashbacks and nightmares, which happens to everybody. I've had them. Squid's probably had them. Veterans probably had them. AVA's probably had them. We've all had them. Even people who haven't. Right? Flashback and nightmares. They may feel sadness, fear, or anger, and they may feel detached or estranged from other people. People with PTSD may avoid situations or people that remind them of a traumatic event. So if you talk a lot of shit and you wonder why people don't hang out with you, or you go on and on and on about, oh, you've got ADHD, or you got this, or you got that, you got this, and people start to avoid you, it's probably one. It's not PTSD. It's probably they just don't. They just get sick and tired of you flapping your gums and talking shit. But the thing is, some people may have PTSD. They may have had trauma in their life, and everyone at some point in their life has had trauma in their life. Sometimes you can't avoid it, you know. But the thing is that when you start playing with that little mental health card, and you start playing the victim and going, oh, poor me, right, and trying to convince people to feel sorry for you so you can get whatever, when you're on platforms like YouTube and stuff like that, that is the wrong freaking place. Yes, congratulations, thank you for letting us know that, there is an issue with mental health. And this is not directed at Dave, this is directed at everybody. If you've got mental health issues and you've got anxieties and everything else, then go and talk to a professional. Talk to a family member. Say, look, I've got this anxiety. I don't know what's going on. I need to talk. Go and talk to a professional. They're not going to throw you in a rubber room and lock the door and not come back. They're going to help you. They're going to talk to you and try to find a solution to your problem so you can then cope. Don't sit on a fucking platform and sit on your pedestal and fly that little flag around, because what you're doing, you're taking the credibility of that word, those two words, mental health. You're taking that credibility away from people who really do need the help. And when someone does come up and say, hey, I need help, right? And the people just look at them and go, yeah, right, okay, then. It's because of people like you, Dave, when you're flying around that card. You shouldn't be mentioning anything about your mental health, or anybody should be mentioning about any of. If someone says to me, hey, by the way, Spawn Trooper, do you have PTSD? Yes, I do. Oh, what's it like? Anyway, yeah, next question. That stuff is discussed either with my Oppo. By the way, Oppo means battle buddy, or one of my guys I served with. That's either I talk to my Oppo, my former bosses, or I talk to my therapist. I don't have a therapist because I don't need one. I talk to my doctor. He's an ex-soldier, and he was a fucking colonel. So, yeah. Me and him sit in his fucking office when I have to go because of my fucking leg, right? We sit there for about half an hour and we just talk shit because he's got PTSD as well, right? So don't fucking play the victim, right? Stop using that fucking card, that little flag, because all you're doing is taking away credibility, and someone out there who really needs that help will be looked at like, yeah, right, okay. Because at the moment, a lot of people are crying wolf, and you're taking away the real support away from people who really do need that help. So the less you talk about that, the better. Right, where was I? People with PTSD may avoid situations with people that remind them of traumatic events, and they may have strong. Oh my God, who's this now? Oh, my wife calling me a chauffeur. All right, may have a negative reactions to someone as ordinary as a loud noise or accidental touch. Yeah. Yep. But the thing is, why is a person's crying rapist, okay, in the first place? Ever thought of that, Mandy Pandy? Ever thought of that? Why is a person saying it in the first place? Not just that, but also it could have happened. But at the same time, if someone cries all it, look, if I wrote down every single person who's mentioned something about something or someone in this whole saga, this whole BS, right? At the end of the day, this is a court case between the What the Hells and Lynette Preston and John Cook. Okay, all right. Everyone is going on about them. The two fleas. I mean, it's already been proven. We already know. We know Bruce, Tamara. We know. We know. Lisa, Tori. You can talk. You guys can talk as much as you want. We know the truth. But you're not going to hear us say anything, because we're allowing you to make as many mistakes as you possibly can. We know, David. We know. You cry threats and everything else, but when someone is emotional and they feel threatened and they feel that their child is in danger, we know everything. Everything. Why do you think we just do nothing and you guys go on and on and on? You guys have not stopped talking about us for the last fucking week. and we've done hardly anything. We've talked about different things. We've responded to people's messages. I'm just here for the facts and the truth. And if I have to call out Jeremy Hales, I will call him out. If I have to call Amo's girl out, I will call her out. If I have to call Squid out, I will call her out. I'll call anybody out if the truth and the facts that I find contradict what they say. But so far, no one has done it except you lot. And Brucey, baby. Brucey. If you only fucking knew. By the way, I am physically shaking my head left to right now. I am physically shaking my fucking head. Yeah. And the fact, right, okay, I need to say this. Right, all right, okay. The fact that you sit and watch my stream, my live stream, or you sit and watch, you're either in here with an alt account, well, we're not going to go into that topic, or you sit outside, or you watch my stream afterwards, and you sit there and you go on about me belching, coughing, blowing my nose, farting. When did you fucking ever hear me fart? Unless I went. When? Dude, are you fucking hiding in my house somewhere? Are you somewhere? Bruce, come on. Not you, cat. Talking about Bruce. I mean, seriously, dude, get a fucking grip of reality. You don't like my belching. You don't like me coughing. You don't I don't give a rat's ass what you like. But one thing I will say, the fact that you've admitted that you wrote that name wrong, and that you've actually admitted that you were the one who wrote it, and not Scott Stark, has answered the question that I asked. When I said I would like a statement from Scott Stark to determine if he wrote that motion or you. And you know what? You are so fucking stupid, right? If you would open a dictionary and look at the picture of stupid, you'll be sitting in a sun lounger with a martini in one hand and a cigar in the other with a big grin on your face, with both thumbs pointing at you. You see how easy you people are is just beyond me. You are so easy to catch out. It is. I think I deserve the gold medal, and not just me. Other people have caught you out. I mean, I'm in the process of getting a video together, putting a video together, and I need to make sure that it's put together correctly. I've been at it for 2 days because it's very important that And the thing is, when people want to hear your admissions, they can go back and read the other videos where you admitted about knowing full well that Lynette had full access and control of that GoFundMe. And you say, I go on this GoFundMe, blah, 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 blah. Because that GoFundMe blew you out the water for the first time in this whole saga. That's why it's being mentioned. It's not being mentioned because, conspiracy. No. I don't give a rat's ass, mate. Like I said, I look for facts, evidence, and the truth. And when I find it, I put it out. I give these lovely people who sit in here day in, day out and listen. I give them that proof, that evidence. Just like, I mean, I'm not trying to. I heard the comments that Jeremy made on his son on his live the other Sunday about YouTubers and creators and everything else. I've heard what Dave said about creators and everything else, right? But that's his opinion. I don't have to accept that opinion. I'm a new creator. I wasn't even going to fucking get involved in this shit. I didn't even want my YouTube channel to grow this quick and that far. I mean, you go and check any of my lives. You go start from the beginning and you'll hear me complain and whine and complain, right? But I've accepted it. I've accepted the fact that there are people, genuine human beings, who care about what's said. Don't worry, I'll come back onto the PTSD. I haven't forgot, right? There are genuine people who like what I do, what I say. And the thing is, once this is all over, right, I'm going to move back to my gate. I mean, I was driving fucking Truck Simulator last night. Well, this morning, but that's by the by, right? And I crashed twice, but don't tell anyone, right? But the fact of the matter that people come and listen to, I've met, I mean, I Richie is like Factum. It's like, you know, like Simon, Greta, Sandra, and everyone else who come in, like Squib. Squib is like fucking family to me. I mean, these people are like richly friends of mine. If I would ever come to the States and I'd meet one of these people, they would get a hug and a kiss on the cheek from me. And then we'd go for a coffee and talk shit all day. If I went to Australia, same thing. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that, the Squib. I'll explain to you in private why. But good point. Well presented. Carry on. Anyway, right? And the thing is, perfect, right? Perfect example. Squib had nothing to fucking do with this. And still doesn't. But she got dragged into it. The only reason she got dragged into it is because she came and hung out with Veteran Nation and myself. She's a veteran. Okay, she was in the Navy. You know, some people have to join the Navy, but hey, you know what I mean? Not like the real fucking military, you know, Marines and the Army, right? But don't hurt me, Squid. Don't do it. No, right? But the fact of the matter is that she got dragged into it, and then her child. One thing I've got, one thing I've got is I've got Bruce. You say that I said that both of your children were in college. Actual fact, I did never say that. I read out what you actually posted, but hey, you had a bit of a fit of anger there, and you were posting quite quickly and making silly mistakes. You've made posts on Facebook that would make, you know, I mean, Dave made a very interesting comment about, you know, if Bruce went to the judge and showed him what was going on and what was saying. Well, here's my response to that, Monsieur David Michael T. Here's a response. What if we took all the responses that Bruce put up and the screenshots and the archived posts, and you had one person standing there, you had Bruce standing there, Bruce hands his complaint over, and then we hand the evidence over. The judge will read the evidence, will read the letter from Bruce and go, okay, sit down, thank you very much, counselor. And then he will go, oh, okay. Page. Oh, okay. Page. Okay. Page. He wouldn't get to the fourth page and you'd go, dismissed. An actual fact, where's your bar license? Leave it here. Okay. So, because the thing is, Dave, what you have to understand, all right, with all this bullshittery that you're saying out your mouth, and also what's coming out the Lisa, at the Flea's mouth and everyone else, if that would have been the fact, it would have been done by now. It would have already been done. But the reason it hasn't been done is because there are people like myself, there are other people who are now emotionally involved in this because of all the lies and because of all the deception, deflection, and subterfuge. They have started a file on people. And I tell you one thing, if you think that file is small, God knows what Jeremy's files look like. He's probably going to need a truck to drop all that crap off at court. So before you guys think you're funny, one thing I can assure you is leave people be. Leave Squid alone. Stop talking about her. Stop going, oh, what's her name again? Squid, Squad. You know exactly who you are talking about. Every time you sit on your platform or they sit on their platform, leases and all that, you guys make out that you don't know who you're talking about, but you fucking know. How childish can you get? If I've got a problem with you, David, I will call you David, or I'll call you Jabba D Hood, or I will call you fucking Super Dave or Millhouse. What fucking? I'll call you Millhouse actually, because you act like Millhouse. Duh. Right? Or if it's Bruce, yeah, I call him Bruce, Bubbles, Deuce, whatever, or Dr. Foreskin or fucking Keel Nose. I don't care. Tamara, right? The only time I've mentioned her is because she's the wife of Bruce. Now, why did she get involved? Was she coerced or asked? Or did she sit there and go, I help you fight the infidel, I fight the socialist, so yeah. Okay. At the end of the day, Tamara, you've made your bed, you're gonna lay in it. You want to play the victim, you do what you go and join Dave's team. But at the end of the day, okay, you've made your bed just like Bruce has. Right? And the fact that you're getting involved in this now just shows your character. And bridal, I don't give a crap, right? But if you've made your bed, you lay in it. As simple as that. But the fact that you guys go on and on and on about us, and sometimes we don't even care. And then suddenly we got people coming into the chat and they go, oh, do you know what Lisa said about, oh, they're talking about you. And do you know what I go, okay, then wait a minute. Let me just turn around. Yeah, still don't give a shit, because wait a minute. Hey, Tamara, I have proof you started it. Squid, not here, not now, not yet. Stand down on that one for the moment, please. I know, and this is the thing, right? Squid's pissed. She's fucking pissed. Mama Bear's pissed. Yeah. And and here's one thing, Dave. When someone is emotional and they say something, doesn't mean that's going to happen. It's just like over here. There's a law, right? I can say anything I like, right? But words is hearsay. Actions is different, right? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Squid has more rights to be pissed off than anyone put together. Everyone. Because the thing is, right, and this is going to be in my video, is you're going to hear, right? You're going to hear him laughing. You're going to hear what he said. And I'm also going and I've been given the permission to post a screenshot. Squid is here right now. I've asked Squid if I could have the permission to publicize the screenshot. And she has gave me full permission, and she's going to be credited for the screenshot as well. Okay. And I'm going to post that screenshot. All right. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to post that. That's going to be posted. So in this video, you're going to see quite a lot of stuff. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. And this is evidential. Okay. Because it's not, the thing is, like, everything about Lisa, like Lynette and John, right? People are starting to forget about that. And now they're looking at this fucking beef between the fleas and all them fucking idiots and Veteran Nation, me and other people. And at the end of the day, we don't care. We are looking at the court case. We are discussing the court case. We are looking at the potential criminal actions that are going to be taken against Lynette and John. Right? And we haven't forgotten that child. But the thing is, there's like the two fleas put up a video of a car driving past. It's a fucking public road. People can drive up and down that road. Hell, you can go up down a skateboard naked, and you every right to do so. Well, not naked, but you can't have your man sausage out or anything. But you know what I mean, yeah. So stop while you're ahead. Because right now, all you guys are doing is digging in. And by the time I'm finished with that video, it's going to be authentic. There's going to be no editing. I'm just going to put everything in one thing, and it's going to be going out. And I'm also going to put a couple of new songs out as well. I understand, Squid, but like I said, not the place yet. Right? Try to keep that type of comms down because they just use it as an excuse. I know exactly what you mean, and any parent or any mother or father who would come across the crap that you fucking had thrown at you, Squid. That's why I came into your stream that night, right? Because it was bang fucking out, and I'm unfortunately I missed it because they've either got me blocked or whatever, or I've blocked someone, and because it's addressed to their what do you call it? It's addressed to their account. It must have blocked their account, and so therefore, if they're using a different name, yeah, right. And when I came in there, yeah, and they thought it was funny. Oh, don't you worry about that. Don't you fucking worry about that. All right. But anyway, one more thing on this, and then we're carrying on with the PTSD. Let me put this make this absolutely clear. We already know that Super Dave abuses the copyright reporting system. Now Bruce is doing it, and he's done it. Okay. All right. And something else, Squid. Don't you ever explain yourself or explain what you are a mother. Your baby is playing, doing whatever your baby is doing. I believe you probably one of the best mothers I've ever come across, right? Because at the end of the day, you love your baby, and I've seen, no one has the right to tell you how to be a mother. No one has. Okay, so you don't ever have to explain yourself to me or anyone, especially in this stream, because every single person in this stream in chat right now are good people. Good morning, Michelle Henderson. Right? Every single person in this chat are good people, and you know that, and they will support you. Right? And you are a great mum. By the way, Squid, any chance of getting adopted? I'm house trained. I'll fix things. So so Papa Squid can, make lots of money and buy me lots of Dr. Pepper. And plus, you'll have a friend to talk to. No, I'm a joke. Anyway, right. So never ever explain yourself. Okay, Squid? You're like family to me. So is fucking Veteran Nation, and so is AVA, and so is Factum, even though he doesn't talk a lot. Right. And so is Eric, even though Eric can be a little bit emotional sometimes. I'm starting to figure you guys out. It doesn't take me long, right? But you're still family. You may be from a different country. You may be from a different family, mother, but we've all done one thing, and we've all got one thing in common. We've been there. We've got the T-shirt. We got the medals, right? And I don't care if someone has served 1 day, 1 year, or 1 century. It's irrelevant. You wore that uniform. You deserve to be respected as a veteran. If you've done a kinetic deployments or you've done non-kinetic deployments, it's irrelevant. If you've been in country and you've been there, done it, then yeah, it doesn't matter. There's someone on TikTok says, right, even if you have a CIB or you got combat. I can't remember what they called over there, but we call them deployment medal. Yeah. Well, yeah, you were in the bloody Navy. Every freaking port's for you. Fucking T-shirt. I'm surprised your ship didn't sink with the amount of T-shirts on it. But anyway, we digress. Right, let's go back to the diagnosis. The diagnoses of PTSD. Would you stop handing me Dr. Pepper? Do you see the gut I've got on me right now? No more Dr. Pepper for a week, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And pass it on to York. Where's Yoda, by the way? Oh, they're asleep. He's probably having his beauty sleep. Right. Anyway, so the diagnosis of PTSD requires exposure to an upsetting traumatic event. Exposure includes directly experienced event. And we're going to go through right. Okay. So it also occurs as a result of repeated exposure to horrible details of trauma, such as police officers exposed to details of child, Symptoms of PTSD fall into the following 4 categories. Specific symptoms can be vary in severity. Intrusion. Intrusive thoughts such as repeated involuntary memories, distress in dreams, or flashbacks of traumatic events. Flashbacks may be vivid, that people feel that they are reliving the traumatic experience or seeing it before their eyes. Avoidance. Avoiding reminders of traumatic events may include avoiding people, places, activities, objects, and situations that may trigger distressed memories. People may try to avoid remembering or thinking about the traumatic event. They may resist talking about what happened or how they feel about it. Yes, there's a lot that I do. I could put myself in that avoidance part. Alterations in cognition and mood. Inability to remember important aspects of traumatic events, negative thoughts, feelings, leading to ongoing distorted beliefs about oneself or others. I am bad, no one can be trusted, distorted thoughts about the cause and consequences of event leading, and wrongly blame himself or others, ongoing fear, horror, anger, guilt, and shame. Much less interest in activities previously enjoyed, feeling detached or estranged from others, or being unable to experience positive emotions, a void of happiness or satisfaction. Wait, who's making who jealous? Oh, I want to see a girl fight right now. No, sorry, did I just say that out loud? I'm sorry. But anyway, going to the next one. Alterations in arousal and reaction. I'm not going to read that one out because that's about having an angry outburst, behaving recklessly, self-destructive, and all that shit. Many people who are exposed to traumatic events experience symptoms similar to those described above in the days following the event. For people who are diagnosed with PTSD, however, symptoms must last for more than a month and must cause significant distress and problems to individuals' daily functioning. Many individuals develop symptoms within 3 months of trauma, but symptoms may appear later, often persist for months and sometimes years. PTSD often occurs with other related conditions such as depression, substance use, memory problems, or other physical and mental health problems. So there you go. Okay. All right. And I could go into in depth in this. I could go in depth. I could go into in depth. And have a guess where this is from. Just before you people think, oh, he's talking shit. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's your own country's American Psychiatric Association. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the link. I'm going to post the link here. So if you want to read up on this and you want to just check it, and you're more than welcome. So there you go. There's the link for the PTSD, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So you can then read through it in your own time. Okay. And due to the fact that it's from the American Psychiatric Association, if you do have mental issues, if you do have anxieties, or you think that you've got a couple of issues, then go on here and just do a read up on stuff. All right, but don't read up on it and then suddenly go, oh, I've got PTSD. No, you have to be professionally diagnosed, and it takes a long time. It doesn't happen. You're welcome, like Muzzy. Right? It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, you can't be diagnosed overnight. It takes a lot of meetings. It takes a lot of talking. It takes a lot of bringing up stuff that you don't want to discuss. No, you're right, Mama Joe. It's about time you ever showed up here. I haven't seen you for a while, traitor. Wait, what? All right. But when it comes to mental health, okay, you can't expect it to happen overnight. Right. And be very, very careful. If you've played the mental health card, or you play the PTSD card, or you play any type of card, you will and can be caught out. You can be caught out by me. You can be caught out by Squid. You can be caught out by AVA, by Eric, by anybody who has got PTSD and who have been trained in some stuff. And Mama Joe, how you doing? How you doing, baby? Yeah. Autobots, roll out. Don't want to get out of here. Right. Anyway, okay. So that's one topic we were going to discuss. Now, has anyone ever heard Crying Wolf PMC? Anyone? No? Has anyone ever heard of the word somatization, spelt Somatization? Somatization. Yeah. Has anyone ever heard of this word? Let me post it for you. Has anyone ever heard about that word there? Right. Patients who represent urgent and frequently with medical unexplainable symptoms may have a somatization disorder. Somatization describes a cluster of psychiatric conditions in which the patient demonstrates the preoccupation with symptoms with no medical explanation. Pain disorder is one of those conditions in which pain from initial medical or psychological stress becomes the focus of the patient's frequent visits, and little or nothing is found to correlate with the patients with perceived pain severity. In states of medical resources utilize multiple laboratory tests, imaging, and specifically referrals are often associated with the care of this patient. Patients diagnosed with some somatization disorder have a 50% higher use of office visits and a 9-fold higher overall health care cost compared to medically focused patients. I'm just going to call this word somat. Somat is highly associated with anxiety and depression, and increased numbers of unexplained symptoms correlate linearly with the number of anxiety and depressive crises these patients experience. Patients with a somat disorder tend to have stormy family and marital relationships, as well as a difficult encounters with health care providers. Treatment recommendations include frequent office visits, reassurance, and an empathic environment of listening, therapy for anxiety and depression, and a referral to a psychiatric counseling if the patient will permit. Somatic, right, thank you. Right, so as patients with somatic disorders age, it is important for physicians to remain especially vigilant to recognize the appearance of new medical conditions. Illness commonly accompanied the aging process may be buried in the blur of presenting symptoms of mist due to a dismissive approach of the patient's continuing complaints. Vigilance is sometimes best achieved by repeating careful medical examinations, avoiding costly and invasive tests wherever possible. Care presentation by Dr. Meyer, right? But we're not talking about that. Now I could go on this. Now this here, okay, is what they call cry wolf syndrome. Okay, this is what they call cry wolf syndrome. Is when someone who thinks they've got, even if they have been diagnosed with mental health, PTSD, or some psychological issue, they will exacerbate it. Somatic. Okay. And I can tell you right now, me personally, I have seen people on this interwebs, on YouTube, who behave like that. Now, I'm not going to point name, and I'm not going to point fingers. I'm not going to name people. And no, before people assume I'm talking about them. All right. I'm talking in general, right? I'm talking in general. And the thing is, when people cry wolf around me, they lose all and every ounce of credibility they have from me, right? Because the thing is, I don't like people abusing the system in such a way that they then try to control the narrative. I have seen people, I mean, I have sat there, and Squid is in this stream right now, and I am now about to talk about Squid. I have sat and watched and listened to Squid, and sometimes her voice will break. And it gets my attention, because the thing is, I don't want Squid to be upset, to be sad, and I don't want to see her be angry or aggressive. And the same goes with Mike or with AVA. Or I haven't heard the Factum talk yet, right? Factum talk. Or I've heard Eric talk, right? When I see and I hear people, and I become emotionally involved, because I don't want to see people, upset, and especially from a vet perspective. If I see someone who's a veteran who served their military, and I see, it's an automatic response for me to go over and go, "Hey, you okay?" And a lot of people don't do that. And this is where the fucking problem is with you, Dave. I'm not the only one who's pointed out that you need to take a break. But what do? You're milking it, dude. You're milking it. And you've lost every ounce of credibility and respect from me. And I don't give a flying fuck what you say about me or anyone else. Because the day I want your opinion or advice about me, I will give you that advice. I will give you that opinion. You can sit on your platform and talk shit. Bruce, same thing goes for you. Tamara, same thing. Lisa, Tori, Robbie, every one of you. Because I can sit here and I can proudly say that I have got integrity and I've got my ethics on the ball, on the line, ready. But I tell you one thing, the difference between you lot and me and Veteran Nation, and now that you've dragged Squid into this, and Squid and everyone else, there's a different mentality. There's a different sense of humor. There's a different approach. But there's one thing that we've got that you don't have. We've got resolve. And regardless if it's 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 century, it doesn't matter. Our resolve is what you need to fear. Not fear physically or psychologically or anything, but our resolve. My problem is with Bruce, because he is supposed to be a professional. He is supposed to have ethics. He is supposed to conduct himself in a ethical way, and he should have integrity, but he's got none of that. But one thing me and him do have in common is we both have the same car, only that mine is black, tinted windows, and it's been chipped. But shh, don't tell anyone. That's the only thing me and that idiot have got in common. And I'm probably going, after now knowing that he's got the same car as me, I'm probably going to sell that car. Right? Never ever pick on someone, and especially never attack someone because they just happen to talk to other people. Oh, and something else that Dave brought up about some person that someone is attacking. I have not got a clue who you are talking about, but now because you have mentioned that person, I am now going to go do some digging, because I like to know who you are accusing me of picking on or doing research on or whatever, because I haven't got a clue who you're talking about. But I am now, just so you know, this is a fair warning, fair warning. Okay. I am now going to do some research on this individual that you've named in your stream the other day, because obviously if you accuse me of something, I need to make sure that I know who's who, who. We're not in Whoville or whatever. I just, right. And the fact that, like, I don't have to even be online, or I could be like driving a truck around and you're talking about me, tells me that we here, I've got, how can I put this? I live rent free in your head. I live rent free in Bruce's head, Tamara's, Lisa. And I'm not the only one. I mean, right now, we've got a fucking whole group of camping out, like, Squid, like, it's camping out. She's got her own little tent. Yeah. Right. I know there's people, and there's something else. There's people in my who come to my stream, and people who show me respect, and who like interact with me, and people who come and talk to me. And I appreciate that. Some of them have mental health issues. And you know what? I don't see them fucking, standing on their pedestal. And when they do talk about it, I listen. And if I can say something to help them or to reassure them, I will do. But to fucking milk it like you've been doing, what's next? Is Lisa going to turn around and say she's got mental health issues? Is Tori going to do it? I mean, we all know that Tori's in charge of the whole fucking thing. It's the quiet ones you need to watch. It's not all about you guys. Do I sit on Jeremy Hales's lap? Absolutely not. Do I agree with everything he says? No. But I tell you one thing, he's got fucking evidence. He's got the receipts. And you guys are fucked. Pardon my French. I do apologize for my language. But I don't at the same time. So take it either way. Right? But one thing I like about Jeremy is that he's not scared to show you that he's a human being. Now, am I kissing his ass? No, absolutely not. Because if he came in here and said something I didn't like, I'll tell him to fuck off. If he wants to criticize me and he comes in and criticizes me, and that criticism is constructive, I will sit here and I will thank him. And the same goes with Therese and Brett, with Deanna, with Travis, with Veteran Nation, with Squib, with AVA, with anybody. I treat everyone equally, may they be male, female, anything, right? But the thing is, I was enjoying what I was watching until those two psychopaths who left a perfectly functioning home and moved down to Otter Creek and bought a piece of land, right, and turned it into fucking the fucking suburbs of Beirut and live in squalor. That is not living. That is not living healthy. That is living in squalor. And then they think they can jump on a coattail of a YouTube and think they can make money. And look where that's got them. Look where this is getting them. Now, here's one thing you people have forgot to think about. Can you imagine if we contacted every single ex-husband of Lynette's and we put them all around a round table so no one's looking to the left or right, but everyone can see each other. We put them on a round table and then we ask them the question and ask them, says, here, let me ask you a question. What do you think about what's going on now? And then throw everything in front of them, let them fucking disseminate it, let them take it in, let them read everything. And then right at the end say, right, what's your opinion? What do you think her ex-husbands would say? What about John Crooks or whatever his name is? What about his ex-partners? Yeah. What about their family members? There's a lot of things going on about their family members. But you guys never mention any of this shit. You don't even mention the child. But TC, the weirdo, right? Okay, in Otter Creek, he puts a video up of that little girl with John Cook. I thought that little girl had serious health issues and could be around other human beings. What is this heresy? What is this heresy? Oh, as we is the Orcs, we're gonna get those space marines, yes. We're gonna destroy those space marines, yes. Yeah. And then you want to attack and judge people like Squid, me, Veteran Nation? What is it? Because we're not scared of you? We're not scared of sitting here and going, yeah, you're talking out your ass. And then when you start using like mental health as an excuse, I mean, come on. Please. Have a little bit of dignity. Just a little bit. It doesn't cost that much. Have a little bit of dignity. You know, there's people sitting in my stream right now who have got mental health issues. Right? One way or the other. Some may have PTSD. Well, I know probably about two people or three people. Now, this, I mean, like someone said, like my own wife said to me last night, she went, all it is like you guys are going back and forth. And I said to her, I said, no, we're not. That's the fact. That's the problem. She went, what do you mean? I said, no, we're not going back and forth. She went, so what's happening then? I said, we're responding to bullshit that's being said. It's not going back and forth. We respond, put it to bed, then we move on. Next fucking thing you know, they literally spend 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of his fucking stream, he talks about me and about the way I've typed. Yes, okay, he mocked me a little bit the way I type. Oh, let's read it the way it's typed. Yeah, crack on, mate. I don't mind. But right at the fucking end, here comes the twist. Here comes the plot twist. Right at the fucking end, he agreed with me on part of what I said. Make fucking sense of that. Please make sense of that. Hi, Shelley. How you doing? Shelley Huckababy. No, Huckabay? Huckabay? Hucka. Make sense of that. Make sense of that. Right, I'm gonna look at chat for a minute. I just need to fucking look at chat for a minute. I need to recharge batteries. Right, where are we? Well, yeah, of course you and Megan are sharing a tent. I don't want you two anywhere near us. We want a man's only tent. No, don't. It's not sexist. We just want a man's only tent so we can fucking. Oh, Missy, don't worry about me. Trust me. I assure you. Don't worry about me. You don't have to pussyfoot. You don't have to. Don't. I actually had a growl at someone the other night in a private chat because they were overstepping the boundaries. I don't need to decompress. I do apologize if I sound like I'm snapping. I'm not. It's just that like I am a fucking grown-ass male. I know exactly how to decompress and how to, deal with things. I appreciate it, but it's I get it. Please don't misinterpret that as me being nasty or anything. I'm not. Yeah. And also something else, a word of advice to everybody. Okay. Don't take my kindness as a weakness. Do not take my kindness as a weakness. I respect and I love everybody and I will always support everybody no matter what. Right. But there's people out there who are taking my kindness as a weakness, and you don't want to be on the receiving end of that growling wolf. There's a reason why I like wolves. There's a reason why I would sit in a pen with wild wolves and I'd be at home with those animals. So, well, that's true, Jeff. I mean, fair enough. He's won one. He's probably won one or two, but at the end of the day, right? The fact that he's putting his motions in under a different name, That tells. I mean, this is what I can't understand: why the courts are allowing him to enter dockets that he hasn't written, or that he's written but he's just put Stark's name on it. How do we know that? Stark probably would just sitting there and said, "Look, just pay me when the court case is over." Because I doubt very much Stark was going to do this pro bono. Because then I know for a fact they're not getting paid. And if Bruce is getting paid, then he's getting paid from all the donations, all the money that people have been given the fleas. So it's either way. And like, Steve's selling all this merch and then using I plead the fifth. He's basically by putting I plead the fifth on that merch, he is mocking Lynette. So he's benefiting from Lynette's behavior. Talk about a hypocrite. Yeah. The trespassing the 5 plus Corporal Gregory, right, and trying to take them to court, it's a deflection. That's what it is, Paul. That's all it is. It's a deflection. And then the other lawsuits against Rattus, DOI guy, Tug, and Megan, again, deflection. Because what he's doing, he's putting people. He's trying to throw people into a pressure vacuum, so they can't do other stuff like cover this stuff. People are involved in people's employees. Megan is a journalist. 99%. Hi, Ali. 99% of journalists always end up in trouble with their employer because of what they do, because of how they investigate or they write stories. 99% of them. Well, I don't think, Jen, I don't think it's more scaring. I think he's trying to, it's like if I say, right, I need you to cook for 300 people, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. That's what he's trying to do. But the thing is, the mistake he's done, he's going up against a cop. He's going up against a lawyer. He is a employment law. That's his specialty. Right? He's probably right now learning on the job. He's probably everything he's doing right now, he's learning on the job. Right? So, and they go, oh yeah, oh, you had 2 court cases in Florida. How did that go? That's irrelevant. I mean, you can go into court and go, yeah, no problem. Motion to dismiss, done. Bang. That's a win. That's a good court case. Yeah, put that down. It's irrelevant. This whole fucking case is going to blow up in their faces because from what I understand and from what I've been seeing, he hasn't done himself any professional favors, that's for sure. And here's the thing. Now, I didn't get a straight answer from a couple of people. So I asked someone. I said, with everything that I've shown you, what could happen to Bruce Matskin after this case? Even if people have reported him and they don't do anything. And he turned around to me, and funny enough, the minute he started talking, his wife piped up. And his wife came over and she said, here, listen, let me tell you something this right now. He may have the gift of the gab. He may be able to fucking, talk gold off of brass. He may be able to suck the brass of a fucking doorknob, right? With anything he says. But here's the thing. He wanted PR. And I was like, yes. The problem he's going to have now is that everything that's being said and posted online is going to be online. So every time someone does research on him, they're going to find everything. And before all this happened, they're going to find everything he's done online, including Facebook pages. Because every time people bump it back up, it goes back onto it becomes, it gets a little bit more spotlight time. And let's be honest with you, he's been at this, 24, 25 years? He's been in business on his own for 20 years, if that. And if he was such a professional attorney, why is he living in an apartment? And the reason I know he lives in an apartment because fucking you can tell. Because I've had a look at the some of the videos he's been on when he's on camera, and that's why he doesn't come on camera, because he lives in an apartment, in a messy one at that. You see, Bruce, I do pay attention. And by the way, that framed picture on your wall behind you when you were talking to that guy from New York, when you were flapping your gums about your case, your bar association fucking hearing, that sign, but that picture behind you is slightly off, so you need to straighten that. By the way, just thought I'd let you know. I don't really care about any of you, but I am going to hold you. I'm going to hold you to question. You are going to be held responsible for your actions. Everything you do wrong, I am going to point out. Everything you do wrong, I'm going to fucking put a spotlight on it. I'm going to show people what you're doing wrong. Now, if you do right and you are professional and you are ethically clean, there's no need for me to say anything. But you make a mistake, I will show the truth. I will show the evidence. That's what I'm there for. That's why I do this. Integrity, honesty, ethics. But unfortunately, most of you don't have that. Do you, Dave, Lisa, Tori, and Robbie? Let's not even fucking mention you. I mean, you've done a year. Federal offense. Wow. Can't believe you did that. And by the way, you're lucky that Interpol didn't get involved in that one. That's probably why you've never traveled to Europe. And if you have, I know for a fact you're probably on the watch list, because international, illegal transportation or attempted illegal transportation of endangered species. Oh dear. Now, the way I see this is this. You guys can keep flapping your gums. You can keep going on and on and on. Oh, those, they are this, they that, they this, blah, 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 blah. You can do what you like. But one thing you have not done so far, and this is fact, no matter how you look at it, there's one thing you have not done. You have not shown one piece of evidence of anything you have stated in regards of this fence, how much financial gain you've made in towards the gifts and everything else for the child or for the fence. You've showed nothing. No pictures, nothing. And it's probably too late by now, because what you're doing, you're trying to wait. You either haven't got the stuff yet, or you're just trying to wait until it's done. Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem and the reason I know that, it's all bullshit at the moment, because you're still waiting for whatever, is because you put up a video of a blue pickup truck driving past their property. And I didn't see a fence. I didn't see anything. Yeah. Bit weird, isn't it? Considering that you've been going on and on and on for this for weeks. Where's the evidence, ladies and gentlemen? Now, am I picking on you? Am I bullying you? Am I upsetting you? Am I hurting your feelings? I don't give a I really don't care, because the thing is, I'm proving you wrong every time I have to come on here and go live. Every time I'm on here, I am proving you wrong. And it's not that hard either. It's not that hard, funny enough, because you do most of the work. I mean, you do most of the the research for us. I mean, you admit to stuff like, therefore we don't have to put it out there. You know, it comes from your own mouth. And then we sit on live streams and go, you idiot. And Bruce, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, you must have, you know what? When you climbed the stupid tree, you must have hit every branch on the way down and got promoted to branch manager when you fell out the stupid tree. Because, like, I only mentioned a couple of times about your marriage, and it wasn't me going, oh, he's only been married, he's married, you know, his anniversary is November. Yeah, didn't even know that I didn't care if you were divorced or not. But there you are. You then sit there and you go through your life history about your marriage. I thought it was freaking hilarious. I thought you'll actually hear me laughing on the recording because I just could not keep a straight face. Oh, I'll come to that in a minute, Dion. I just couldn't keep a straight face. Yeah, Ali Riddle, much love to you too, sweetie. Right? I just couldn't keep a straight face. The fact that all I did was mention one thing and it got under your skin so much that you had to sit on that platform and whine and whine and whine for about 5 minutes. It was absolutely hilarious. So thank you very much for entertaining me. Well, you're going to be entertaining other people once I've done the video. And by the way, it's fair use. Yep, it's fair use. You're a public figure, buddy. Now, yeah. I just can't believe how stupid you are. And then you then bring up the GoFundMe. All people need to do is go back and look at and watch the recordings and listen to you admit that you knew who had access to that. This is the question I asked you. I said, do you know, or have you got knowledge who has access to that? Because it's definitely not Landon Preston, because if Landon Preston had access, he would have closed it down when he left that property. However, right, he even admitted on a recording phone call between you and him, or a Skype call, right, that Lynette had full access to it. So that means you knew that she had full access to it. So that means you also had access to it. And it was quite funny that after I put that video out, only 24 hours or a day later or so, that GoFundMe got taken down. Go figure. That's fraud. So you deliberately left Landon Preston's name on there to hide the fact that you two had access. But the thing is, I bet you any money that you're going to blame him either way. And then you sit on your platform and lie through your teeth. Now, people, if I tell you one thing, anyone who listens to a recording, listens to you, goes back and listens to that recording again, listens to everything that you've been caught on, and then goes back and then listens to everything again, and they still believe what you say, then they deserve everything they get. They deserve everything they get. They deserve the karma they receive. Because all they are fucking drones. They're sheep. They're drones. Brain dead. Right? They're like the Borg. And that is what you guys are like. I could sit here all fucking day and talk about this, but what I'm trying to do is I'm giving you the ability and the ability and the possibility of actually going, you know what? You have got a good point there. I have dropped myself in it a couple of times. I need to start acting and behaving like a professional lawyer. Because here's the difference between you and every single other fucking lawyer that I have seen in any shape or form involved in this situation. You're the only one on this platform. And don't even think about bringing in a DOI guy into this, because he hasn't said a peep the day you guys put the lawsuit on him. He made a statement. He came out with a statement video, and that was it. That guy is not going to say a peep until it comes to the court case. And I tell you one thing, good luck on that one, and have fun, because you're going up against someone who is professional, who has integrity, who has ethics, and is good at his job. because I've watched some of his videos, and by God, good luck, mate. Good luck to you, Deucey. Good luck. Now, now we're done with you. Let's talk about Tamara or Toma. Right? Let's talk about your bride of 7 years. Congratulations to your anniversary, by the way. Right? Belated congratulations. Yeah. I mean, considering that you admitted that you were married 24 years, then got divorced after 24 years, and then married 7 years. So basically, you're either lying or you've been married 31 years with 2 marriages. What is it with you? I like. Is it the more divorces you get, the more you like each other? Because Lynette's been married 7 times. John's probably been married a few times. Lisa and Tori, you know, I mean, she's married to Lisa's married to an absolute clown. Yeah, I think Robbie fancies Tori, or Tori is attracted to Robbie. Who knows, right? How many times, like, you know, seriously, come on, tell me, what is it about divorces? What is it about divorces over there in America? What is it, eh? Right, before I carry on, let's go to this comment by Dion. I'm just waiting for the SSI and the government to get wind of how much money has been donated, which has gone unclaimed. Eventually, it will catch up with them. LP got exactly what she set out to achieve. Yes, Dion, and I think she's gone out and set up. I think she's, you know, I think there's. My brain just went after Squid putting that comment up. My brain just went tilt. I think Lynette thought that this was going to be an easy ride, an easy win. And I bet you any money she's probably walking around panicking, flapping. I mean, she's probably been told, right, don't do anything, keep it calm, don't say anything, blah, 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 blah. I mean, look at John. that video is an old video. That video is an old video because John looks like shit. Victoria Hall, good morning. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Tamara. If Bruce jumped into the sea with sharks, would you jump in after him? Would you, Tamara? You sit on that platform and you try to play the victim and try to talk yourself out of something. Now, here's the thing, Tamara. It's not just me. I mean, I'm not going to go into it because right at the moment it's classified information and it's redacted information. So I can't really go into it and I can't discuss it. No one can. But one thing I can say is that I hope you're good at making beds. Because the one you're laying in right now, you're shitting that one so much. It's actually become a waterbed. So that's all I'm going to say to that. And the fact that oh God, this is brilliant. I'm only saying this because I watched it. Like, if you ever hear me, if you ever watch this video and you hear what I'm about to say, you, sir, are the funniest fucker I've ever come across. I must admit, you have got a way of words and the way you got. And I heard that lighter burner. I heard that torch burner that you were using. I need to borrow that at some point because I'm so sick and tired of these bloody lighters I've got that don't work. But yeah, Spawn, the two fleas. Why is Kendra always silent? Hose picker. The reason Kendra is silent is because I think Kendra has realized that the less she says, the less involved she's going to be. And she's trying to play this spooky person. She's trying to play. Oh God, I really don't care. I really don't care. I mean, yeah, you make you do you, boo. You Yoda. I've got a bone to pick with you, sunshine. Oh, have I got a bone to pick with you? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, have I got a bone to pick with you? Oh, and it's a big bone. It's not as big as a T-Rex bone, but it's smaller than a T-Rex bone. It's bigger than a chicken bone, but it's a bone. Okay. No, not that type of bone, Squib. Ladies, Jen, Ammo Girl, don't you start. Oh, he knows what he's done. Sienna, where are you? Hey, hey, where are you? So, Yoda, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here a minute. Yoda, come on. Come here. Come on. Don't be scared. Come here. Come here, Yoda. Don't make me come to you. You won't like it. Come on. Come here. Come on, Yoda. Come on. He's a bitty boy. Yes, you are. Come on. Come on. Right. Let me explain something to you. Why are you telling everyone to give me a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper? Do you know how much I have to go for a piss every time? Do you know how much Dr. Pepper I've got in my house right now? I could open up my own shop just on Dr. Pepper. And the puppies, I mean, come on, for crying out loud. Stay out of this, Aussie girl, or I'll put you in a dark room. No more Dr. Pepper for at least a week. Thank you very much. Anyway, so where was I before I really got interrupted with the Dr. Pepper King? Everyone thought Dr. Yoda was in trouble. Nah, he's not. I'm just fucking with you. I fucking love that. Oh, you fuck. I swear to God, the next person to fucking say Dr. Pepper for Spawn is getting timed out. I swear to God, fucking try me. Try me. I swear to God, the amount of Dr. Pepper I've been fucking, I swear, look. You see that? Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Tell me you saw that. That's Dr. Pepper. Thank you very much. The funny part is, right, I bet you any money that people are going to be looking in the reflection, seeing if they can see my face or anything. Ooh, no, you can't. What you can see is what's around me, but you can't see my fucking face. That's for sure. Oh, look at that. I coughed. Oh, dear. Oh, shit. I should have shaken that can. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mayday. Houston, we have a problem. You fucker, Yoda. Right, that's it. I'm timing you out. Right, let's how I don't even know how long I can time people out, actually. Let put that person in timeout. Right, you're getting 10 seconds, Yoda. You ready? You're getting 10 seconds. You're getting 10-second timeout, Yoda. It's only 10 seconds, for God's sake. It's a fun. And just for the record, when it comes to that, that's my personal joke with Yoda. That's my personal joke with Yoda. Right, so don't everyone cry and take, it's a personal joke. He's only been timed out for 10 seconds, for crying out loud. Jesus Christ, it sounded like I fucking shot him or something. I don't know. So he'll sit there now and play like he won't talk to me now for about, probably about 10 minutes. He'll go, "Fuck you!" No, yeah, it was a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. If I ever time anyone out, right, you'll see the build up to it, because I'll just fucking joke. I won't do it to Uncle Frank though, because I don't want him to, come out my fucking toilet sink or whatever with a fucking pistol and a thing. Yeah. Where was I? What was I talking about? 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 Oh yeah, about those idiots. I mean, like, I to be honest with you, I've come to a point now where I am just gonna do my videos. I'm gonna give my opinion, and I'm gonna say it as it is. And at the end of the day, everyone has a right to believe whoever they want to believe. I don't expect anyone to come in and go, "Oh, we believe you." No. At the end of the day, facts and evidence speak louder than words. I heard if you mix Coke and root beer, it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Squid, you're sick in the head, you are. But that's worth trying, though. But you're definitely sick in the head. But then again, it must be a Navy thing. So what was I going to say? Yeah, and I'm also going to talk to Vet Nation or Vag Nation. Actually, let me see if he's... sometimes I wonder why I put up with people who talk to me and disrespect them, Oh, the patience. Yeah. I'll come back to you at some other time. I'll deal with you at some other time. I will deal with you at another time. Squid, I thought about you this weekend. Oh, easy, Tiger. Saturday was my hometown's fall festival, and a vendor brought a bunch of games in, and he had 4 coin pusher games. I almost played a few times. No, you should do it. Anyway, right, what was I going to... Right, while you guys talk amongst yourself, ignore me. I'm just going to carry on talking. Right, anyway, when it comes to PTSD and mental health, here's one thing people need to remember, is that these topics and these topics are definitely not something that you can take and use and abuse, okay? Because there are people out there who need that help, and they're either too scared or too embarrassed to talk about these things. So don't sit. I like to give gifts out and put... Yeah, you're good, Yoda. Excuse me, sorry for coughing. Well, I'm not sorry, but I am. To you guys, I am, but to them fucking idiots, I'm not. So yeah, don't sit on your platform playing the victim, looking for sympathy and using mental health as that excuse. Because every time you do it, I will call you on it. And that goes for anybody. And there's a lot of people who do sit in silence without any help. So all I ask is that you people have some common courtesy and respect. Okay. I know this day and age, everyone's woke, and everyone lives in a their own little bubble cloud of imagination. But there's one thing you don't do. You don't take advantage, or you don't abuse that thing at all. And that is to use the mental health card or the race card or the pronoun card or whatever card you want to use. Don't sit on your platform and try to make out that you're so intellectual, because you're not. Because you're not. And by the way, Moosey, did that advice I gave you the other night when I showed you that screenshot, did that help? In actual fact, let me see if he's awake yet. Now, one thing I am going to say is this. Yes, I'm new to Facebook. Facebook, fucking hell. Yes, you know, I am, you know, getting very close. I mean, like, even Super Dave was quite surprised of how many subscribers I had. What's the problem with that? What is it with views and subscribers? I mean, what's wrong with you people? Does it matter? Does it matter how many subscribers someone has or how many views people get? You know, does it really? Does it? Are you that concerned that people actually like coming to my stream and actually like interacting with me? Eh? Have you got such a issue? I mean, like every time I look at my studio, I just get more people are subscribing, and at the end of the day, that's entirely up to them. That's their choice, you know. And you know, people are watching my videos, and you know, and by the looks of it, it looks like that. Oh wow! Oh shit! Oh, I didn't know I had that many. I need to start looking into. Oh, I need to start doing research on this because I don't know half the shit that's going on here. Oh wow! I just realized I am. Oh my god! I'm 100. I'm 133 subscribers away from monetization. Wow. Okay. Help. Oh right. Okay. Thanks, Rattus, for doing this to me, and everyone else who subliminally enforced me to do this. I mean, from the get go, I said that my platform is like going to be gaming, and it is. Wow, 367. Well, there's 367 people that like me, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I appreciate you that you've, you know, okay, there's probably some of you who are just here to be nosy and to find out all the drama and all that shit. Yeah, I get that. Excuse me. Do I want to be monetized? To be honest with you, yes and no. I mean, even if I get right, okay, if I get monetized, it's not going to make any difference of who I am, because anything I do earn, anything that comes in is going straight back out. It's going to go out to people who, if I think deserve it. You know, say for example, like Eric, he needs a scooter. Who knows? I may donate something towards, you know, I may done like if hypothetically speaking, I've got $10, I'll donate that $10. Or if like say Squib, you know, it's at the end of the day, I doubt very much. I mean, I probably might keep some back to God, Jesus. Sorry, I do apologize. There's nothing I can do. Anyway, I mean, I probably might upgrade some stuff for streaming, and you know, get like a sound that can get like a combined system that, you know. But other than that, you know, I probably might, you know, get some dosh out and then go downtown, or just, you know, I'll go downtown, or I'll drive down south to London, and basically if I can go for a walk through London, if I see a homeless person, you know, I'll go and And if I can get it on camera, I'll take it on camera. If they don't want to be filmed, I won't film it. But I'll just go and pay it forward, give a homeless person, buy a homeless person a sleeping bag or a jacket or something like that. Yeah, Chris, I mean, like, that's all you're going to get from me. I mean, even when all this is done and I start putting like video games, clips and stuff like that out, I'll still go live. I'll still come live and, and sit there and we'll talk shit and talk about stuff. But fortunately, we won't be talking about this crap, if you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, 24 terabyte into bloody hell, that's a lot. That's a fucking lot. I would get 2 12s just in case one goes pop, because I mean, I like upgrading my computer. I think it's okay. I just need to clean it. It's a bit dusty, but it's the thing is to be a I don't want to be an influencer in a way of like, I don't want people to come in, listen to me, and then do what I'm saying. I'd rather they come in and go, hey, how do I do this? Or how do I approach this? Or, what do you think of this idea about like, spraying a helmet different or whatever? Right. Then I can turn around and say, right, okay, then let's talk about spraying the helmet. Right. What type of helmet is it? Hi, AVA. No, we don't sleep. We just sit here and watch you sleep. We just sit here and watch you sleep, AVA. I mean, the thing is, when motorbike helmets, the problem is once you sand that lacquer off the top, you got to be very careful how much you take off, because a motorbike helmet is specifically designed. So if you sand through the paint and you hit the actual fiberglass or you hit the actual frame of the helmet, then you can't use that helmet anymore. Yeah. And at the same time, everyone needs to remember, if you drop your helmet once, you can't use it anymore. Wait, trigger? Right, host picker, what do you like? What films do you like? What genre do you like? What do you do for hobbies besides sit on a computer? Spawn, I already have a 24 terabyte storage, 3 external hard drives now. I have 30 terabyte of space shared amongst my network. Wow, okay. Wow. That's the way children are, mate. It's like, good morning, Daddy. Blink. Wait, who did that? Who is there? It's me, Daddy, your son. I can't see you. I'm blinded. Something went into my eye. Yeah. Mountain Dew at this time of the morning, Yoda, not good for you, man. Soda in the morning is not good for you. Trust me. Especially on an empty stomach that's been laying there fragmenting all night. Anyway, guys, have a guess what it is. We're coming up to, oh, bloody hell, in 5 minutes, we're coming up to 2 hours. So have a guess what is next on the agenda. I need to ask my design friend to make me a Q&A sign. Yeah, I need to ask a Q&A, a really good Q&A picture. I do apologize for yawning. All right, but anyway, in regards to what I said previously, that's a Q&A. So, all right. And this is on a serious note. If you got questions on mental health or PTSD, all I can do is recommend you to the. I don't. Oh God, did I give that? Hang on. Oh God, itch. Was it the? Did I give you the? Was that link I gave you? No. Shit, a brick. Where's that link that I used? Hang on a minute. 1 second. Is it that one? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. No, that's mental health. What about that one? That one? Oh, here we go. Right, if you guys over in America want to learn about PTSD, then here's the link. Okay, educate yourself. All right, educate yourself. And you may learn something. It's always good to learn something. And if you do suffer from PTSD or mental health and you have to take medication, continue to take that medication, continue to talk to your therapist, and continue to build on yourself. And remember, you are good. You're okay. Everything's fine. You will always have someone to talk to. So when are you and Megan going to go for trucking? Well, Paul, wait a minute. When did we start the question? Oh, wait, have we started Q&A yet? Oh, we still got 4 minutes, dude. Paul Voss is jumping the gun. He jumping the gun. He knows what I'm doing. He jumping the gun. Na, 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 na. Don't give it away, Squid. Don't give it away. Do it in your backyard if you got a poo on it. No, I'm joking. Oh, he went fishing last night. Oh, what did he catch? Carp or shark? What did he catch? What fish did he catch? Excuse me. See, even Chris had to ask him, what fish, Yoda? Come on, what type of fish? Was it carp, stingray? What? Was it shark, whale? Wait a minute, whale's a mammal, not a fish. Anyway, dolphin? No. Dolphin, no. Oh, and just to really piss off people, especially Bruce. Woohoo! Got a flame. Ah, fuck, that's all. See, I'm easily entertained. Right, sorry, what? I doubt very much. I doubt very, very much that I will ever get onto Megan's stream with truck driving or on Tugs or anyone else's. I think that, like, when it comes to it, it's probably going to be with Veteran Nation if he ever gets his backside on. But I doubt very much that will ever happen. And at the end of the day, it's their choice. I mean, I you know, if they feel comfortable around me, then fine. If they don't, that's their choice. You know, I'm not gonna how can I put it? I'm not going to force myself on anybody, you know. Will my opinion change on them? No. Will I crash into them if I see them on the highway? Maybe. Probably. Absolutely. Fucking definitely. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do a thing like that. Fucking hell, what do you use? Explosives? I mean, like, if you do you know what? Hey, Palmers, you just let. Oh my god, you just you just left that wide open for a little bit of banter. Yo, yeah. Hey, Yoda, come on, Yoda, tell us. Then Squid can tell us what she caught. Well, wonder what she caught. Yoda caught. Yeah, yeah. You've left them two wide open there on that one, Palmer. Yeah. Funny, just funny. But anyway, I hope that you all have listened to the two things about mental health and PTSD. Please remember, Yeah, just remember, right? Don't use it as an excuse to get sympathy, and don't cry wolf. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 hours. It is, what is it? Wait a minute, let's see if they, um, so it's Q&A time. It's Q&A time. Right, Paul, you asked me a question. Where are you? Paul, what was that question? Let me see. No, you have to ask me again. All right, come on, guys. Ask Q&A time. It is now Q&A time. Mm-hmm. You see, that worries me. Elmer Fudd. Right, so I'll just sit here and wait for your questions. Oh, have I? All right, okay. Let me ask you guys a question. All right, there's 42 of you in here, or 42 in general. So I'm going to ask a question. One yes, two. Actual fact, I'm going to do a poll. I am going to do a poll. So while you do your questions, there you go. Right, let's see if it's spawning. What's your favorite snack? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if there's any question before that. Q&A time. Now, there, I'm going to go. Our spare bedroom. I'm going to go along it too. Short and long. Morning, spawn. Morning, Gary. Welcome. Ammo's girl. Spawn. What's your favorite snack? Oof. I like ham and cheese with pickled sandwich. I definitely like pickle. I like salt and vinegar, so I like vinegar on my on fries if I have them. Do you mean snack in a way of like, or just grab a quick snack? For me, it'll be basically a banana sandwich. Right, Spawn. It's not just Star Wars; it's other stuff. I mean, Spawn Trooper is it's a name game. But you're talking about Batch 99. In regards of clones, I think Rex is my favorite clone. I may have this. I've got similar characteristics, but when it comes to the others, yeah, it'll be Rex. Yeah, and then Zero. So it's better. Right, okay. Spawn. Since we know you, right, okay. Good morning, Kathy. Shane, hello. Shane? Who's Shane? Oh, Dr. Pepper, morning, Aussie. Sorry, snack sweets. Oh no, yeah, it's banana sandwiches. I mean, I do like to make myself sandwiches with ham and cheese and put jam or marmalade or whatever you want to call it in Americanese land. That's also quite nice as well. And I like toasties as well. Question: have you seen a movie that scared you? Oh, that's a good question. That is a bloody good question, actually. That congratulations, you've actually got me fucking speechless. Have I had a movie that's made me scared? Are we talking about as an adult or in general? Slow down, guys. Let me just catch up to you. Right. Well, I mean, the scariest movie that I ever watched, well, it didn't scare me, but it put me off a certain type of food. Basically, when Alien came out, I was watching it, and at the time I was watching it, I was eating spaghetti. And when that thing came out of its chest, that was it. I never ate spaghetti for years after that. But the scariest thing was an 8mm film that my dad had, and it was about aliens coming to the planet, and that scared me. Yeah, but that was when I was a kid. But no, I can watch scary movies. I love scary movies. I like to be reminded that I'm a human being, so I like that little bit of an adrenaline rush. So scary horror movies are good for adrenaline rushes, and it is healthy for you, just like cold showers, very healthy for you. Am I right? Okay. Have you ever seen movies that scared you? No. You have a sweet. You have a sweet tooth. Yes, I do. Do you like Star Trek? Yes, I do watch Star Trek. I've watched Voyager, Deep Space Nine, the new generation. What's the other one called? I forgot what it's called now. Some of the motion pictures. I prefer the old version, but I don't mind watching Star Trek. It's scariest movie. Nah, it's not scary. Gremlins was mine as a kid. See you later, Squid. Oh, Squid, take care, sweetheart. All right, love you lots, and we'll talk soon later. You're not wrong, Gary. Right, I hate clowns. Everyone hates clowns. Yeah. I'm going back to see what I missed. Okay, Squid, have a great day. I don't think there is a sci-fi I have. Oh, one movie. If you want to see horror and sci-fi in one, there's two movies that I can recommend: is Deep Horizon or Deep Star 6. Right, there are two good films. If you want to sit on the edge of your seat watching a sci-fi and an action, and you want a bit of a wake up call, Deep Star 6 is an old version. Yeah, there's some good films there. What else is there? What? Yeah. Any more? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Yes, this is a cloud-free environment, may I add. Right. So go on then. Any more questions? One was Doctor Who in the black and white in the 60s when I was. Do you know, Simon, it was actually funny you say that. There was the only thing that scared me about Doctor Who in them days was in the black and white was it wasn't the Cybermen, it wasn't Daleks, it was something else. And yeah, if I can remember correctly, I think my dad spoke about it years afterwards. He said that I sat there watching Doctor Who and then I just vomited everywhere. And it was because of what I saw on the TV from Doctor Who. But yeah, I've never been a fan of Doctor Who. It's just not my type of. Do you prefer white car or black truck as a Q&A sign? Do I prefer a black car or black truck or black car? Well, my car is black as it is anyway. And funny enough, me and Deuce have the same car. That is very interesting, to say the least. Scary, very interesting. But mine's a little bit more powerful than his because I've had mine chipped. Mine's black. So I like the mix between black and white. So where the black fades into the white, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you mean, Yoda, but yeah, I hope that fucking helps. Mate. Shane Reynolds, did you? I don't even know what song you did, mate. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hi, Shane. How you doing, buddy? Yes, I did. Question: do you prefer white car or black truck? I do like the car I've got, but I do prefer trucks. You know, pickup trucks, Land Rovers, you know, Defenders and stuff like that. I do like the 4x4s. Right. What else? Well, yeah, Monster Boogie. Land of the Lost with a slee stack. Oh my God, Dion. What's your cat's name? Well, it's not a secret. I mean, I don't use it in any I don't use it in any passwords or anything. Her name, Nala. Hey, baby. Nala. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, her name is Nala. Narlla. Nala. And she's a rescue cat. From what we found out, she was abused, and she was always struck with, I don't know if it was a paper roll or bag or anything. She also had an operation on her belly, which I think went wrong. And basically, yeah, she's a very nasty cat, very aggressive. We've had her now for a year and a half, 2 years, I think. How long have we had you? Wait, she did. How long have we had? Oh, she doesn't care. She's licking herself right now. And at first, when she came here, she hid the whole time, and then she slowly came out. She was very clingy to my wife, and then now she's very clingy to me. So when my wife's not around, she doesn't care, but when I'm not around, she goes nuts. She'll sit at the front door, or she'll, so she's a daddy's girl, and she will get every bit of love from me. You know, you can share it with the chat if you like. I'm not. Well, you go. What do you mean me? What are you last serving day of? You go and do it. You share it. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me go and get it. Oh my God, fucking people! I swear to God. I swear to freaking God. Hang on a minute. That's not. You'd have to put the link in yourself, bud. You'd have to put the link in yourself, because for some reason that link has disappeared. The one that I listened to anyway, because I got it from someone else. Yes. So you can post a link in if you want. I should find, post a link. Post a link in. If you can't post the link, all right, put it in a comment, and put it in a comment, on one of my videos, and what I'll do, I'll go in there, and then once I've got it in it, once I've put it in here, then you can, yeah. Oh my God, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. B movies. Yeah, Shane, I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome to post it, you know. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we asked the main. Can you imagine sitting there and you got a clown knocking your window and say, I'm gonna unalive you now. Yeah, there's. I mean, I used to watch when I was younger. I used to watch the B movies with all these vampire women and God knows what. It used to be funny as hell. And every time I was watching it, my mum always thought that I was watching porn. And she'd walk in, stop watching porn. I'm not watching porn, Mum. Yes, you are. I went, no, I'm not. She's just dressed like that. Yeah, I should get grounded every fucking week. And then my dad will walk in and go, give me a. Well, yeah, add it here. And if you can't, then we just have to. I just put your link to your YouTube here. Excuse me. That's one thing I know. One thing I always got taught for a friend of mine who's in the States. He said the drive-in movies theaters, they were really quaint because they would never ever show a blockbuster, but they would show B movies, and they'd like, and sometimes you'd watch films and you come across actors who are now really famous in B movies, and they would be so crap at acting, and now they're earning millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, it's just makes no sense to me. So, any more questions, guys? Come on. I know you've got more questions. You come on, feel free. You can ask questions. Come on, I know you want to. You got a 12-foot pumpkin, Jesus. Now, Chris, the Rocky Horror Show, I thought it wasn't scary. For me, it was more funny. And it was more entertaining because obviously you got the singing and that. And the Rocky Horror Show also I'm a trans, you know, the songs and the music and the way they were dressed actually sort of rubbed off. I mean, like once we had the fancy dress part do in our camp, and all the women dressed up as men and all the men dressed up as women in suspenders and stockings. I mean, some of the shit that people were wearing, it was actually from their own partners. Fucking hilarious. And it also showed you what type of people they were, especially one of them who walked in with suspenders and these knickers and everything he was wearing. I was like, okay. Yeah, so the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, from Transylvania. What's that song again? What's it called again? What's that song called again? Oh, that can't be it. Oh, fucking hell, I've got the whole script here. What the fuck? How do you do? I see you met my faithful handyman. He just a little bit. Wait. Where's the song? Wait, what's that song again? What's that song again? Oh, yeah, you can't say that word anymore because people get upset about that word. Yeah, people get upset about that now. Can you hear that? Oh, for fuck's sake, really? From transsexual Transylvania, let me show. Let me show you around. Maybe play a sound. If you look like you're both pretty groovy. From Transylvania. Sorry. Right, do I still have to check? Do I still have to restart? I really need to restart. Do I have to restart? Is my voice gone? Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's happened twice now in the last 5 minutes. So, yeah. Well, yes, no. Right. If I need to restart, type yes. If not, type no. Stops making scary voices. 6%. No, 3%. 91%. There you go. Ammo girl, that doesn't help. Oh, it's good now. Right. Okay. Good. Oh, right. Good. Right. I keep on making a mistake. I do have to make an admittance. I am from a different planet. I am not human. I am an android. I am sorry. And sometimes it will go like that. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, it was a good poll because it helps me as well. Because the thing is, I like to joke about stuff, but at the same time, I'm making sure that, like, people come here and, you can enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? That's the importance for me. I don't care about all that drama bullshit. You come in here, you sit down, you put your feet up, and you enjoy yourself. Simple as. What's my favorite scary movie? Uh, my favorite scary movie. I would say was it John Carpenter? The Thing? No, it was The Thing. Yeah, it was the original The Thing, the black and white version when it first came out. The Thing. Yes. And also there was another one as well, and it was based on giant ants. It was a black and white. I think it was from the 50s, and it was based on giant ants. And this woman and man, they're out there, you know, trains are being broken open, big holes in them. All the sugars disappeared, and she's standing there, and she doesn't realize there's this giant ant walking up behind her, and then she turns around, and then suddenly the bang, you got a giant ant, which she's standing there with his and then, you know. So yeah. And in them days, making horror films or films like that, which they considered sort of like non-horror, was quite interesting. Yeah, so I quite enjoy I quite enjoy those type. And you know what I find quite interesting, when I stop talking about drama, the people in here start disappearing. Don't you find that funny? Not that I care, but I'm not going to talk anymore about any of that shit. Because I get bored of it. Yeah, but movies. I mean, scary movies. I mean, one of the scary movies is watching the Fleas or Bruce or Dave or them on YouTube. That's scary. That's scary. That is scary shit. My favorite scary movie is Special Report. It was made for the TV movie as a kid, scared me enough to not like the news today. Wow. Okay. Oh, one thing that, oh, yes, I can remember that. Oh, you just reminded me of one thing that I was scared of. And I don't know, I can't remember how old I was, but the Orwell, War of the Worlds. But the thing is, my dad, he had it tape or record version, and it went on for a couple of hours. I think it was about 3 hours or something. And we sat there listening to it, and my dad wanted to play a joke on us. Is it Irvin Orwell? Orwell, yeah. And he tried to play a joke on us, and this actually happened. It was actually played in America, and a lot of Americans thought that that they were being invaded. They really thought they were being invaded, and unfortunately, some people unalived themselves because of it, and there was a lot of controversy about it afterwards. And all it was just a story, a fictional story. But yeah, my old man played that shit, and yeah, I had childhood trauma on that fucker. Every time there was a news bulletin, like the first thing I did was look out the window. Until one day I was a teenager and I came across the actual film. There is a black and white film. I can't remember who the actors are, but they played a film, and the film is not nearly 3 hours long. And you watch that film and you can see about the radio and people like, how the army reacted and that. But then a couple of days later, I actually found World of the War, the actual film, the actual film of it. And talking about it right now, I can actually hear that laser firing at those tanks and those troops in part of the film. And then you got Tom Cruise, who then made it. I mean, I didn't like that. I think he was, too much of like I think it was too much. Yeah. They're trying to repeat something an original, and that's the problem these days. That all these companies are trying to do repeats of films from the 50s, 60s, and 70s and 80s, and they're just ruining them. That's why I've got a very, very interesting opinion when it comes to Disney. You don't want to know my opinion about Disney. Bunch of fucking idiots. They've ruined Star Wars. They've ruined The Mermaid. I really Under the Sea. Under the Sea. They've ruined that for me. The Lion King. Oh, God, I was babysitting. I had my own kid, and I was also babysitting. So I just took him to the pictures to keep him quiet. They were going about that. So I took him to Lion King. And luckily, I had they give families or they give parents like a couple of seats. So I took him to Lion King, and yeah, it was brilliant. When I got him out, put him in the car, driving home, turned around, had the traffic lights, looked in the rear mirror, and every single one of them was asleep. I was like, yes. Yeah. I prefer originals. Yeah, I've recently, excuse me, I've recently watched Aliens. What's it called? Romulus? Romulus? Is it Aliens Romulus or Volumus or whatever it's called? I mean, did they go back in time or did they go into the future? Because you know, I mean, some of the acting, okay, was not bad. You know, the woman suddenly becomes the hero again. You know, but come on, that was so boring. I sat through that whole thing and I was bored. I mean, Christ, even the aliens look bored. I mean, if you're gonna try to milk, if I mean, here's a little bit of a little bit of advice for producers and directors. If you're gonna milk, like some people here on YouTube do, if you're gonna milk these films and all this stuff, and you're gonna try and make it on, and right, why not contact the original writers? Why not get them involved and let them help you, right? Bring the storyline into sync, and then let them write the storyline, let them write it, and then they write the scripts and everything, and you just make sure the actors stick to it. Because if you'd have done that, aliens room that newest Rome aliens one would have been freaking awesome. I mean, look at Sigourney Weaver in Resurrection. Like, there was a scene where she threw a basketball and it hit it. That was real. She did that in real time and she did not miss. It happened because there's actually a behind the scenes video where they did it. Right? And those reactions you see from the actors is actually true. That's a real reaction. You know, that there is perfection. But don't stop milking. Stop making all these shorts like series. You know, you put people's hopes up with, like, the Acolyte was crap anyway. I mean, that was a waste of money, right? But out of everything Disney have done with Star Wars related, is the Mandalorian. That's the best one. Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I definitely want to see more of that. Or Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're the only these three decent things. But okay, wait a minute. What's that other one? Uh, Not the Acolyte. What's the other one? What's that woman's name? What's that woman's name? Um, what's that Jedi? They had a Jedi woman. What's her name again? What's that name again? What's her name again? Come on, help me out on this one. What was her name again? Hi, Star. Welcome back, Star. It's not Acolyte. It was. Oh my God! What was her name? Burps are not. Burps are not insults. Burps are actually a natural fucking reaction. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of people. You know, the people. It's not you, hoes. It's like when you get people go. Yeah, that's the one. 1954. The giant ants in New Mexico mutated because of the. Yeah, that's the one. Coffee. That's a good film to watch. If you want to watch like a good old school horror, watch that one. That was classed as a very serious horror in them days. Do you know how many people refused to go into the New Mexico desert after that? A lot. And I probably even watched that myself. Not Carrie Fisher. No, it was it was the last not the it was the last short um, um, about a Jedi, and she appeared in the Mandalorian as well. I can't remember her name. Yeah, Google's will give it to you. I can't remember the. Oh God, what's it? Wait, what is her name? Let me just Google it. Let me have a look. Wait, resistance? What the fuck's that about? A sequel. This television outing managed to stretch 2 seasons, but unlike experiences of the Clone Wars rules, there was no fan uproar when it didn't make its third. Rise of Skywalker. Wait, what? Mandalorian? Oh yeah, 2019. That's yeah. Rise of Skywalker. Bad Batch, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, Tales of the Jedi. Ahsoka. There you go. That's the one. Ahsoka. Now that I did like Ahsoka. And the Acolyte, crap. Wait a minute. What? Skeleton Crew? Yeah. Yeah, Ahsoka was definitely, that was definitely one. I liked that. Ahsoka, I liked Young Jedi Adventures, Tales of Jedi, Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you know why they didn't carry on that? Because fucking Ian McGregor hated it. Ian McGregor doesn't like it. Bad Batch 21, Visions, The Book of Boba Fett, The Bad Batch, Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, that's a decent one. Resistance, don't know about that one. Solo, nah. Yeah, the Last Jedi, yeah. Yeah, Rogue One, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Oh, I got a lot to say. Good, Simon. You enjoy that, mate. You enjoy it. Rebels, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Ewoks, The Battle of Endor, 85. I remember that one. Droids, 85. I remember that one as well. Ewoks, that one as well. Caravan of Courage, yeah. Return of the Jedi, yeah. Empire Strikes Back, 1980. New Hope, 1977. I actually went to watch that with my dad. I went to watch that with my old man. I remember that. And the Star Wars special as well, the year later. Empire Strikes Back, yeah. And Return of the Jedi. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I've just been messaged. Yeah. Fucking, yeah. You're thinking of. No, not Ray. No, Ahsoka. That's what. The Ray. No, that's from the film like Last Jedi. No. I'm talking about the series that Disney brought out, like Ahsoka and all that. And Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian. I think they need to stick to them and just work on them, because then at least then you're getting some decent footage, because they got good storylines, and you can the Book of Boba Fett, you can actually work on that, and you can build up, because then you can build a different storyline. Because if you read all the different books, you'll actually there is a storyline. There's a cartoon, animated and real life. But unfortunately, ever since Disney's taken it over, they seem to be ruining it. Oh, excuse me, one voice at a time. And actual fact, talking about that, I will be right back. I've got nature calls, so I'm going to go. And I'll be right back. And I'm back. Right, okay. Whew. Oh, yeah. Right. Once I was a small boy. Once I was a small boy. I'm gonna talk. Hello, wait a minute. Let me turn my speakers on. There you go. Right.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live on stream. Just make sure, guys. Can you hear? Can you hear Veteran Nation when he talks? When he decides?
Hopefully they can.
Well, let's just see. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully they can. Let me just turn you up a little bit. There you go. Yes, we can. Good. Well, hi there, mate. How you doing, bud?
Can't complain. It's early morning.
Cool. I don't know why, but for some reason when I am streaming, yeah. But anyway, everyone's saying good morning, Skipper. I mean, right. Well, as you can tell, he's just fallen out of bed, so he's making himself a coffee. So, right, on my stream, we've discussed PTSD and mental health. I basically called Super Dave out about him using his mental health as a sympathy thing, and he should stop doing it and seek professional help. But anyway, and a couple other things about Bruce and all that stuff, but that I'll be making a video soon. And then we start discussing films, stuff like that. So we're just having a normal conversation now. So, and then when I saw you awake, I thought, how about and Squid, obviously she came in and bullied me. Typical Navy. What do you expect? Well, she tried anyway. How about this? People have asked, a couple of people have asked, I think it was Paul or one of the other guys have asked, will I ever be driving a truck with Megan? And I said, I doubt very much that would ever happen, but, it could be, the suggestion could be sort of like, put under the door and run away and hide. What do you think?
Well, I actually did talk to Megan briefly, and I said, we don't need to be on stream. We just would love to be a part of the convoy, but there is limitations to how many people can be in a convoy, that's kind of more the issue. What we should be doing is finding a game, with its own server that a lot of the fans can join us on.
Yes, and that's what I was going to bring up to you. Good. All right, well, I'm talking dirty already, and you've only been awake half an hour. That's what I was going to bring to your attention, because the thing is, there are servers, um, that and this is what you need to look for. You need to look for servers that have a certain amount of spots, like they could have like 10, 8, 10, 14, whatever. And if we can fill that server up, we populate that server, and the person who owns that server will leave it open. So it'd be, and if we can all get on that server, fine. If it happens that like we end up like getting kicked off the server, or the server gets closed down, we just have to go to the next one, you know. And what I'm intending to do, if like me and you tonight or whenever we go to do some driving, I'm going to record the driving, and then after every time we do a delivery and we finish that delivery, I'm going to stop recording, and that's going to be part one. So I'm going to turn it into a multi part, like a documentary, so to speak, so people can see, us two zooming up and down the motorway, earning lots of money, and then buying new trucks and then pimping them out. What I was also going to add is mods, because you can get mods for the trucks. And the mods aren't for free. They're free. You just have to download them, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So, what do you say, sir? What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about that.
Yeah. Because
I've dealt with this with my kid, where there's all these packs that you can build. I like it more when you have to earn the stuff, to be able to get mods.
Yeah. No, I'm talking not talking about the mods that you like when you I'm not talking about the mods that you can get for your truck as just the normal game. I'm talking about there are mods out there that you can download or you can subscribe to, and when you go on, you can actually add those mods to your truck. So that means you can you can earn 300,000 just by doing one trip, or you can you can add like lights, flashes, and stuff like that to your ship. So that's what I'm talking about. Because when I play ETS, I've got my truck pimped out to the roof richly.
Well, now that I know that the steering wheel will work, I also will probably be playing NASCAR Formula One. I've always enjoyed the racing games, and yeah, me and my brother have played quite a few of them. And just so everyone knows, I have this up on my TV, so I can see the chat up there now too. So I can see if you guys say something, I can see it now. So no talking about me.
Yeah, no talking about us while we discuss this. Oh, wait a minute. See, you can't leave Yoda alone for 1 minute. You just can't leave him alone for 1 second. I timed him out earlier on. I gave him 10 seconds time out because he kept on.
Me and Yoda had a discussion last night. I'd like to try to get Uncle Frank on the show tonight if we can.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh my God, I got so many questions. Oh God, I got so many questions for that guy. That'd be that would be such a show. That would be fantastic. Seriously, that would be awesome. That would be and it would be nice. It would be actually nice to put a voice to a name. But does that mean we have to listen to Yoda?
I mean, having listening to his voice or actually paying attention to him, that could be two different things. I don't know what.
Hey, listen, I'll just be sitting, mate. I mean, a fucking tunnel rap me. I'll just be sitting there drooling. Yeah. So.
Jen just put something about a bottle rocket. Dave Landau was talking about something that I think a lot of us kids who grew up in the Rust Belt that we learned. We had these homes built in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they had a mail slot on the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's instead of a mailbox at the street. So the mailman would actually have to walk up to your door to deliver your mail and slide it through. And there's a lot of videos of like cats, with them today where the cats will bat at people with the mail.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
As we were young juvenile delinquents, we learned, we could light a bottle rocket and toss it through that thing and be halfway down the street by the time it went off.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for Mike Arthur, he lives at.
I do not have a mail slot currently.
Yeah, I mean, talking about that when we were kids, right? There were two things that, like, well, one thing was a no-no. You didn't touch. You don't, because like in the old days, they used to put milk bottles out on a. You'd put the empties out in the evening, and then in the morning, the milkman would come and sometimes, people would steal a milk bottle and drink it, and it was actually a arrestable offense in them days, because what you're doing, you're taking milk away from a baby, and even these days, it's still an arrestable offense. You can be charged quite heavily on it. But there was a day where I think it was me and my brother and I, we were coming back, and it was around that age where I tried my first alcohol. And this is when I was younger, ladies and gentlemen, with different laws in UK and where we were from. And the thing is, because we and I don't mind saying this, when we moved back from Asia, we were walking down the road about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and my brother went, dude. I went, what? He went, milkman. And so we dived into the bushes because we didn't want to get, we were so scared of milkman because we thought they were undercover police. So we jumped in the bushes, and the milkman drives past and he pulls up. And then he walks off into this estate. And there was like, he had 2 big crates in each hand. He had a crate in each hand, and he would walk off. And my brother went, dude. I went, what? And he went, look on the cart. I went, what? He went, there's milk and bread. And I went, you grab the bread, I'll grab the milk. And he went, no, you grab the milk and I grab the bread. I just said that. And then we just run over there, and then I would grab the bread, he would grab the milk, and we'd run off. But what he did, he grabbed a bottle of milk and he grabbed a bottle of chocolate drink. And we were sitting there eating and drinking this. And next thing you know, there was like, you can hit, like these metal tabs underneath a boot.
Yeah.
We call them studs, like in our ammo boots. Well, in them days, right? I swear to God, I'll time you out, Yoda. I'm watching. Right. In them days, the police still wore ammo boots like that. And all we heard was these fucking footsteps, and they were coming from the front and from behind. And me and my brother looked at each other and said, oh, we are so fucked now. and we were. The coppers actually saw us, and they literally done a pincher movement on us. And like, oh my God. I keep going, every couple of steps I'd get slapped behind the ear roll. And then they took us home, and like they knocked on on our door, and my dad answered, and he just looked at the coppers and he went, did you give him a good hiding? The coppers went, yep. Right, okay then, get in. My brother got a slap. I got a slap, and we got grounded for a month, and we had to go back to the milk cart because we didn't know whose stuff we took, and then we had to pay it back, and which I didn't mind doing. I just didn't want to get the belt, But yeah, and them days are shit. And have you ever done the doorbell rush?
Oh yeah, we did that all the time.
Oh
I did notice some women in the chat were saying that they still have a mail slot, and it reminds me of a limerick. Oh, I come to your door and I slip it in your box. I'm your mailman.
Oh God. Oh shit. Oh crap. Like oh God, when was it? A friend of mine, this is when I was still single, and and I was sort of like in between girlfriends and shit like that. And I met this one young lady, and she went into the house and all that, and I'm standing outside because like her ex-boyfriend had turned up, and yeah, we ended up scrapping. Unfortunately for him, he didn't realize that I was a hard puncher. And anyway, so he then sort of went his way, I went my way, and like I opened the letterbox, and in them days when you open the letterbox, there was like an outside one and an inside one. And the inside one, the spring was so fucking strong that when you actually pushed it up and then you let go, it would catch your fingers. And like I opened up and I went, "Oi, open the door," and she went, "I can't." I went, "Why not?" She went, I'm on the throne." I went back, and then I went to let go of the inside one, and it caught my fingernail. And this is going to sound very gruesome now, but it removed my fingernail. And so yeah, there's me standing outside, Richie grabbing hold of my finger while it was claret was coming out of it, and I'm like going, "Oh, my finger!" And she opened it, and then she opened the door and she went, "What's the matter?" I said, "Oh, it's the time of the month." She went, "Why?" And I showed her, and she nearly blacked out from all the blood. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." But yeah, them days, Christ, we used to get in trouble. Ding dong, fucking stop ringing my bell. Getting chased down the road with some guy with a cane in his hand. Yeah. But yeah, we need to truck. We need to drive. I mean, I haven't got the Formula One thing. You'd lose against me anyway. I'm a better driver than you.
Well, yeah, I don't play those too often, but I do enjoy them whenever I do. Yeah, for a while I was playing GTA and Red Dead Redemption quite a bit. I'm trying to think. I really did like the Assassin's Creed, the pirate one. That one was fun.
I haven't played that. Oh, Yoda's got Xbox. Yeah. I mean, one thing we need to work on is getting you all set up, and then you start doing reversing and stuff like that to reverse your trade, because you make more money, more points, mate.
Yeah. I gotta practice more.
Yeah.
I was doing it the other day and just going slow.
What, you mean on a truck?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're just making sure he's talking about the truck, ladies. He's talking about the truck. Yeah. No, but yeah, it'd be nice to talk to Uncle Frank. That now considering that we've sort of, he's been helped and everything, it'd be nice to actually hit, because he's such a polite chap. He is such a polite chap. Yeah. Oh, and like obviously I'm going to yeet in a bit, but yeah, don't you hang up yet, because I need to talk to you about something else I've noticed. Actual fact, I'm going to put it in chat here. No one can see it anyway. I'm going to put it in chat here. Where am I? Look what I found in. Where is it?
Oh, we got coyotes outside.
Yep. Recognize that name?
Yeah, that does look a little bit familiar.
Yes.
Calm down. Was he in our chat?
No. But interesting, isn't it? Yeah, that these people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we're just talking about something. It's very interesting. So when I said to you, I got a bad feeling about some things there. Well, that's just been confirmed. Yeah, that's yeah. So I rest my case, and I've sent someone else that as well. I'm ugly, not stupid.
Yesterday, because Yoda's talking about crayons, if you type crayon into the emojis, it only offers you the red crayon, and that is complete and total BS.
I can't believe you're complaining about that. Oh, this is so funny. I want to make a complaint. Why is that? It's when I type crayons into chat for emoji, I only get the red one. Well, sir, there's nothing else we can do. You should be satisfied with one. Hey. Yeah, I'm glad you broke up there, because I didn't understand what you said there, then, for a second. Yeah, this is it's like, yeah, I took the mick out of Squib as well, and I think I'm going to regret that. Yeah, I think I'm going to get both barrels next time I'm anywhere near her strings. Go, you freaking yeah. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it's yeah. that was an interesting, like, because I decided to go and listen to the first 25 minutes was about me, which I find quite, and like I said before, they seem to, I don't know, we've definitely got under their skin and we've definitely affected their daily. I mean, living rent free in their head is absolutely phenomenal. I like that a lot.
You know, I'm gonna have to start doing more things. You know, we were talking about stuff. Maybe you know, he wants to make merch off of Lynette. Maybe we should make merch off of him.
Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Can you imagine we're all making merch off each other? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I think we need to have a conference. We need to have an L group. That would be, I mean, oh, wait a minute. I can't make merch, can I? I'm just a little puny, small creator. You know, I'm not even monetized yet.
They can't figure out the conversion rate.
Yeah, the pound's worth more than $1. Yeah, actual fact, I've still got dollars. Oh shit, I've still got. Do you know what? I've still got dollars from fucking Camp Bastion. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah.
I think
that's you weren't there when I was there, were you?
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
in fact, we had a Marine who found a 50 cal buried that was on part of Leatherneck that used to be Camp Bastion that had been abandoned.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people found over there. I mean, like there was a camp. Can you in Iraq? Can you ever remember Camp Cherokee, north of Basra?
I wasn't in Iraq.
Oh, right. In camp, well, there was a camp called Camp Cherokee, but they closed it down because the QRF. It was for the QRF. Logistically, it was too. God knows. They keep on saying it was too far, whatever. But like we had to go there just before they closed it down, and we were checking it. And then one of the guys, I need to find, because I think I've actually got the report somewhere, and I've also got pictures of it as well. And he says, "Yeah, you better come up here." And we went into one of the old buildings, and we walked in, and the thing was full of ammo and rations.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, "Oh shit!" So you know, and that didn't belong to us. That was you guys.
I'm watching some of the people's things here. When the trial goes, what we should do is have someone dial in, because the federal cases, you can dial in on phone, but they won't do video.
Right. What do you mean dial in? You mean like you can live, you can.
What we should do is set up. You can call in with your phone and just sit and listen.
Okay.
Conference lines.
Okay.
And so what we should do is have someone do that, set up a Discord that the rest of us can then restream, you know, the trial that way from the Discord.
That's not a bad idea, but someone would have to set up I mean, the thing is, if we set up another, if another Discord is set up, then that needs to be, you know, you need to, you know, sort out the roles, you know, the roles and reaction roles and everything, and people and tags and that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk with Squid, see if she's ever done that with a federal case before. But just then, because if you start getting a bunch of people calling into the federal court, those conference lines can get full.
Yeah, I mean it's worth looking into, because the thing is, it'll be I mean, it's like being a fly on the wall, but at the same time you'll be there live. You know, you'll be hearing what's going on, and we all know, you know, you don't. To be honest with you, seeing the inside of the court, it doesn't really matter. It's hearing what's said. And to be honest, I'll be very interested to see how professional fucking Bruce is. You know, is he going to sit there and go?
I'll have to give you access to the restream, because then we could, you know, because we can stream it to all of our channels at the same time. So it's not like one person. We don't have to piggyback off of each other's streams. Whoever wants in on it, it's just a matter of, here, give me access to your stream, and I'll push this to you.
Wait, that you can do that on Restream?
Yep. That's why I said I should give you access to the Restream, because then you can stream to all of your sources, and if you also want to stream to Veteran Nation sources, you can. If you're like, well, I'm not on X, but I'll use the Veteran Nation X account to stream, yeah, by all means.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the reason I haven't accepted that yet is because the fact is I am not Veteran Nation. I'm Spawn Trooper, and you know, I don't know how comfortable I'd feel to stream through your.
So the only thing is you have to sign into your YouTube through Restream, but you can stream it to all your sources from there.
Right. Okay. I need to look into this, and because I mean, like, the thing is, I'm still learning all this. Like I said, I never intended to, and I've got 32 people who can listen to this. I never intended to use my platform for this. It was mostly just for gaming, for videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then I was talking with Slug. What Slug does is he streams through, he does everything through Discord, but then he uses StreamYard to then push it to other sources.
Right. Yeah. See,
he just does a simple screen capture through OBS and StreamYard and pushes it out there.
Yeah, because you see, OBS, the thing is, you have to change the key code if you and the thing is, I don't want to do that because it took me nearly 3 months to set up my OBS, and I just don't want to start. So either I need to sit down with Slug and he shows me, do I start a new scene or new, because one code for OBS has one code, a key code, and it connects, it then connects the platform to OBS. So it has taken me. Sorry, go ahead.
You can do OBS and Restream. It's just the only reason I stopped doing that, because I was doing everything in OBS, all my graphics, and then sending it to Restream to go up. The only reason I stopped is because I really like how simple it is to send a guest a link in Restream.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you can't do OBS. Now, I have figured out last night what I did was I was using Restream, but I took OBS to do a screen capture, and that's how I sent it to Rumble. So I think that's how I'm going to do Rumble from now on, is just have OBS in another window, and when I go live, just click start streaming.
Yeah. I mean, I need to get you, like I said, I mean, YouTube is, I mean, you guys have basically thrown this in my lap, and now I need to deal with it. And to be perfectly honest with you, throwing this in my lap was, I don't know if it was a good thing, but for me, I think for the people I've met, putting all the bullshittery to one side, the people I've met in stream and the people who come to see my stream and hang out in here, and they're here, for the duration I'm here for, it's nice to actually come across people like that. And, it's refreshing to know that, like, people are interested in that creator. I'm a foul speaking, burping, farting, coughing, I'm an arsehole that, I'm a likable arsehole, if I want to put it that way, but yeah, I need to get used to this. And the thing is, the biggest thing I've got is, because I've got like I said, I've got a financial advisor who does all my finances, because, of the other platform I'm on. And, he is indirectly connected to all of this, and I don't want to involve him in all this shit. So that's why, even if I do get the ability to monetize, I probably might wait and then talk to him, because I need to give him a heads up that he probably might get doxed or it's like, hey dude, you're gonna get doxed. Dude, fucking what? And I don't think he'll like that. So I need to give him a warning. Yeah, even the boss, even the long-haired colonel said to me, he said, I tell you one thing, you won't be happy if his information ends up on it. And I said, well, look, he is I think
downside for me about doing all this is like doing Rumble last night was good. I just can't see the comments.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the discussion that you had last night, I don't think. I mean, yes, comments are important, but your attention needs to be with the guest. You know, I mean, that's yeah. It was a good thing that I wasn't able to join you guys because I did have questions, especially the bit when he mentioned Churchill. And there was other things as well about the voting system and everything else that I had questions about. I did have genuine questions that I wanted to ask, but I'm glad that I wasn't able to get on there because I think that when you two were talking, it was a very, very interesting conversation that you guys were having. And he was a very, very informative type of individual. I mean, you know.
I've been following him for years. He's always had great analysis.
Yeah.
Him and I also talked about another guy, M. Joseph Shepard. The two of them, they live in different parts of the country, but like they really like these two guys have worked on campaigns before. They know.
Yeah.
They have their finger on the pulse of stuff.
Yeah, I just need to ask one question for the guys in chat. Can you hear? Can you hear, Mike? Can you hear Veteran Nation? Anybody? Can Discord be set up to keep out trolls? Yes, greater. Yes, it can. Basically, you can set it up in such a way that when you come into the Discord, if you know, okay, fair enough, we can set it up in such a way that you have to accept the rules. Now, once you accept the rules in Discord, right, you can then set up certain roles. So basically, we will only give you access to certain things. Now, if you come in there and act like a tit, a moderator or an admin will just go ban. And the thing is, when they ban you, they can right click on your name, and then they can take down a number, which is an identifier number, a code ID number, and that number they can then put on a notepad. So hypothetically speaking, if we ban someone out of here, we can pass it on to different Discords who are related, you know, like Veteran Nation or Squid or someone else, and we say, hey, this is the ID number, this is the guy we banned because of this is what he said. And you take screenshots, you take the ID number, and you put everything together, and then you hand it over to the next Discord owner so they can then protect themselves. So yes, you can. You can also automate stuff like reaction roles. That means you can choose, you know, what games you like. Say if you got various different games and stuff like that, you can choose what ones you want. That means you won't get continuously pinged by other games. Yeah. Hope that helps.
I'm not on TikTok, and I've got people who want me to get on TikTok, but I'm not going to. I've got too much social media as it is. But I have said if I can find someone who's on TikTok that needs content, we can work a thing out where I can send them content, that goes out on my channel and stuff, so that they can, publish it there to a different audience. I don't mind doing that.
No, I mean, I'm on enough as it is. I mean, to be, like I said before, I try to avoid being on any of these platforms. I mean, I'm surprised that I'm on some of these platforms. YouTube, okay, fair enough, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not really interested in being on all these platforms, but that's why I've sort of like distanced myself from other platforms, just delete the accounts, and I don't want to be on there because it's just too much bullshit going around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I come online to play games and to decompress. I don't come on here to, even though right now we've got this bullshittery going on, but for me that's more of like proving individuals wrong, and I'm going to continue to do so until they realize, you know what, yeah, he has got a point. Yeah. And even Super Dave made a comment. The first 25 minutes he was talking about me. He was rich. He had my post up, my post. I posted a comment, and he was like taking a piss and all that crap. That doesn't bother me. But the thing is, about the abuse of the copyright striking, that people are doing that. I mean, he's a hypocrite in fucking saying, because we've seen the proof. The proof in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact that he actually agreed with me that people abuse it. He abuses it, and so did Deuce.
Yeah.
And the thing, and like I said, at the end of the day, the more you abuse it, the more attention you bring to yourself from YouTube. I've probably reported one person, tell a lie, 2 people, for their conduct and behavior, and it was harassing. It was bullying. Right, and there's no ifs or buts about it. But that was a fucking long time ago. I have no need to report anyone, and if I do, I need to have reason.
And once you learn that, the algorithm, if you do false reports, and it goes to an actual admin, and they say, yeah, this is a false report, you get dinged. Your account gets devalued. So then your other reports are also, they carry less weight.
Yeah.
So that's why when these guys like Stupid Dave are like, yeah, we're going to report them, it's like, okay, you're reporting me for things that are not violations, so you're not bothering me, and you're just hurting yourself. Like you're just telling YouTube, Twitter, wherever they're doing it, that, hey, I don't believe me, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's a perfect example. I don't think Megan knows me, or, I'm too small for her to know me. But let's drive a truck, Megan. Let's do it. But do me a favor, always make sure you're in front of me, not behind me. I watched that stream the other night. That was freaking hilarious. Those guys were crazy. Oh my God, that was funny. But on a serious note, when Megan got copy striked by Bruce, and then 24 hours later he takes it back, that there told me, hi Uncle Frank, how you doing, sir? That told me that he was sending a message. Look what I can do. You know what I mean?
But Uncle Frank, if you can, we would love to have you as a guest on the show tonight, if you're available. 9:00 Eastern.
9:00 Eastern.
Yeah,
that's early hours for me. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. 9:00, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2:00 in the morning for me.
Yeah, me and TC, we do every other Tuesday. We do our normal structured show, and yeah, we were talking about guests, and everyone wants to hear Uncle Frank. We'd like to hear some of his stories.
Yeah.
So if he's available, if he's not, that's okay. But if he is available, we'd like to talk to him.
Yeah. So I hopefully Uncle Frank heard that, and Uncle Frank, did you hear that? I need a confirmation that you guys can still hear the part-time squib there. Let's do you know one thing I've noticed though, when you go live, YouTube has so much lag before
It does.
It's like you're catching up, and I find it's a little bit embarrassing, because people will type something serious, or they want an answer, or they ask a question, and like fucking 2 weeks later you're answering it, and it's
and when you add in Restream, it actually increases the lag, because now it's got to go through Restream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
But have you noticed something? There's no feedback
from business.
No, there's no feedback from you on here. Have you noticed that?
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Oh, right. Okay. Maybe you should use your phone. What?
The problem is, if I use the phone, I can't to stream. It's really hard for me. It only shows one comment at a time. When we get a bunch of them, it scrolls right past them, and then I gotta touch the phone, and it's really wonky and weird.
Oh yeah, he's just responded. Yeah, he says yes. That'd be absolutely fantastic. You know,
that'll be great, Uncle Frank. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, it'd be. Oh God, it'd be so nice to talk to a vet that even I bow to. Well,
I grew up, like my son is really into World War II because that's a lot of the movies and TV shows that in America it's a lot of World War II stuff, and he's starting to get into a little bit of World War I. But for me growing up, everything was Vietnam. So it's funny, I still keep that fascination. Like I remember watching Platoon and Tour of Duty was a popular TV show.
Yeah.
For me, that's where all there and the Korean War are where the interests are.
For me, when I was growing up, it was more, I mean, obviously we had Northern Ireland that was going on at the time, but like for me, it was like, it wasn't Vietnam. I think it was Korean War and the Second World War. And like in school, when we used to do history on World War One and World War Two, because I used to I would sit at home and I'd spend hours reading the books about First and Second World War, about I'll give you an idea. Like in school, we had this topic about the First World War and about the loss of the manpower and equipment and also service animals, and it's like a pigeon received a VC. I think an ass, a donkey, or a mule, and horses, received medals and were even given rank, and even and it was really strange because in the First World War, on the first day on the Somme, right, in the first day, 68,000 soldiers lost their life on both sides. 68,000. Try to put that into perspective, and over 67 million, right, lost their life altogether. Yep. And I think it was about 3 million or something. It's just absolutely shocking, and like a lot of injuries were caused by mustard gas. And the thing is, they say the Germans used mustard gas first. No, it wasn't. It was the British. We used chlorine, right, as gas, chlorine gas, and it was the Germans who then obviously mixed it up and then brought up the mustard gas. So if you do a little bit of research and a little bit of history, yeah, it was the first, and I got an A in my test on that one, and
And if you want to know what chlorine gas is like, next time you're cleaning, just mix up the bleach and the ammonia. You'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah. How many times has that happened? Oh, Mom, can I do some cleaning for you? Yeah, sure. Mix. Next thing you know, it's like, Mom, I don't feel well.
We have Marines. I can't tell you how many times we had Marines do that. And it was like, haven't you guys learned? Learn from someone else. When you see them get taken to the hospital,
yeah,
don't do what they did.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Uncle Frank, Mr. Spawn Tube, but how's Yoda been behaving? Of course he doesn't behave. He comes in here, he force feeds me with Dr. Pepper and puppies and stuff. Yeah. Nah, I'm only joking. Yeah, he's been behaving.
Yeah. He needs to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, freaking hell, I don't have to do that. Jeez, if I drink any more Dr. Pepper, mate, I'm gonna be really upset and deuce. I'll be burping like burp. And just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, that night when I was sitting here chewing on toffee and everything else, I have to admit, I have to make an admittance. I wasn't faking it all. I did have a sweet in my mouth, but it wasn't toffee. I was deliberately doing that just to not antagonize, but just to have a little bit of fun, because apparently there is a gentleman out there who listens very carefully to my farts. Oops, sorry. All right, so fucking hell, how sad can you be to listening to someone and just complain about their bowel movements or about burping or coughing? Or you know, but he can sit on a platform with someone chewing. Oh God, please give it a rest.
I'm sending you something.
Oh, please don't tell me. Don't give me nightmares. It's already bad enough.
No.
Every time I close my eyes, I just see Dr. Pepper.
Someone's trying to hack me. They're not doing a very good job. You see it?
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Please, yeah.
And what's funny is that's an account I like. It's so old. Like I would say that's probably that's at least a 15-year-old account that I don't use, don't really access.
Why? I mean, like, why? You know, because the thing is, don't these people realize that all you have to do is phone these people up and phone them up and go, "Hey, I believe this and this," and then send them that code and say, "This is not me," and they'll do a reverse check on it, and then suddenly, guys, you're dumb, you're stupid. It would take them what, a minute to probably 2 minutes to find out exactly who you are. And what you're doing right now is actually a federal offense. And I know that it's a federal offense to try to. So yeah, I just don't understand. I just can't understand why people would do that.
You know, a wise man once said, "Parents just don't understand."
Yeah. Or there's another thing. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this specific picture. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Well, where's my desktop there? Let me see if I can find this picture. Please hold. Your call's important to me. Please continue to chat. Where is that picture? I got a specific picture for this. Just please hold. I know it's taken a longer than anticipated, so I do apologize for this. But you will like this. You will like this picture. I assure you, you will like it. There you go. There we go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This message comes from Durex. A condom would have prevented that post. Right.
I'm gonna have to go soon. I gotta get ready for my work.
All right, then, dude. Well, that I think you should do that. Because I can phone them up, phone the fraud department up, and then say, hey, by the way,
I do have some time today. I might sit on hold.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to like that. I don't think people are going to like that.
But all right, well, I'm going to get off here. Well, me and TC will have the regular show tonight. Spawn Trooper, do you want to join us?
Yeah, I'll wait.
If you're awake, obviously.
Wait a minute. Who? Wait, who?
Who what?
That's interesting. Who the hell is Nightcalf? Oh, you just made it. You just made a boo boo. You just made a boo boo. Oh, you made a big fucking mistake. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, no. Yeah, you just made a big mistake. Someone.
I wonder where DJ Redis is going to show up today. He's in Florida.
He probably will.
Rumor is Otter Creek Town Hall. Speculate.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that fucking an AI program? Is that an AI program? Oh, yes. It's probably. Oh, my. I've been using. Yeah. Okay. I'm an idiot. I was just about to say people are dropping them shit because I was just about to send. Oh no! I don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. You won't like it because if I do a reverse check on you, I will find everything out on you. Rattus, I'm sure that I'm sure that what do you call it? There was oh crap, what was it called? There was what do you call? I forgot what I was going to say now. He was in Otter Creek. There's a video of him in Otter Creek.
Oh, he was at Tube Town. Yeah. John Lynette could have walked right out of their property and served him.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking hilarious. That is absolutely fucking hilarious. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to. Yeah, there you go. Let me just go like that and delete everything. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna get going.
Okay, no drama.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, hey, you're more than welcome, dude. You're more than welcome. You know, sorry that it's like this, but you know, this is the only way I can figure it out.
No, we're good. It's all good in the hood.
All good in the hood, man. I just need to, yeah. Spam. I fucking love. Oh shit! I totally forgot about this website I'm on, and yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. See, I call myself an idiot. All right, then, dude. Well, you take care, mate. Yeah, I'll definitely catch up tonight. It would be nice to talk to Uncle Frank. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. If we can have him on.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't have to. I probably won't be able to stay long due to the fact that I've got an appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning. And yes, it is with the police. But it's something. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Yes. It's
all right. Well, I'll talk to you tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You have a nice day, man.
You too. Take care.
All right, bud.
Later.
Laters. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Veteran Nation. Let me just change the picture because we don't want to upset the natives. There you go. Right. So wait a minute. Yeah. Guten Morgen. Yeah, Mystery Sky. Guten Morgen. Wie geht's dir? Good. Right. What was I going to do before I really interrupted myself? There you go. I now need to do a check on something. So please hold on. All right, where's this? No, it's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Sweet. Sorry about this. My attention is just nice. Nice. Right. We're going to keep that one pinned because that one there, I didn't realize I had. Right. Yeah, that's not a good thing to do, to try to do what was mentioned a minute ago. That is a stupid thing to do because, yeah. So just excuse me for a sec. Got nature call. I'll be right back. Ritually. Oh, and I'm back. See how quick that was? Right, anyway, so what was I going to say? Right, first of all, I would like to, Mystery Sky, warum hast du deine Nachricht ausradiert? Why did you delete your... Okay, right, I'm already there. Wow, I can't believe how close I am to being allowed to have super chats and that. That's going to be interesting how to figure that one out. I need to start checking this because I don't want to start making mistakes. And also, guys, I want you to do me a favor. All right. I'll wait till he's around and then I'll announce it. But wow. Yeah. Did you get them? By the way, Melbourne, did you get the message? If you can help, is that possible? My fish. Yes, Uncle Frank, he did tell us about that, about you going into... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a name. Yeah, I'm not going to publicize that. That's oh, isn't that sweet? Oh, you and your fella, bless you. That's nice to see that. That's nice. But I'm not on that platform, FYI, just so you know. You're doing penance, Yoda. Yeah, Yoda, you in trouble, dude. So just roll up newspaper after Yoda. Yeah, I will do that. I've already got a way of dealing with Yoda. The maximum penalty he will get is 1 minute. But so far he's had 10 seconds, so it's okay. I can handle it. Excuse me, I coughed. I do apologize. Not really, but I do. Yeah. What was I going to say before I got really interrupted? Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to go in here and do this. Yeah. Did you just light up another cigarette? Yes, I did. Sue me. Oh, wait a minute. Bruce, you smoke as well. So I don't know what you got, what your problem is. Hey, you absolute tithead. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Why did I forget what I was going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. I knew there's something I needed to say. What I would say, though, is this. Okay. Everyone is always welcome here. Yeah, you're always welcome. All right. And all I'm going to say is remember, a little respect goes a long distance, and the respect is earned, it's not given. Right? And some people don't deserve respect. But some people need respect, because without that respect, they won't have any credibility. And I'm a type of person, yeah, do I care? Yeah, I do a little bit. Only a little bit, though. So here's a bit of advice for individuals who want to sit out the stream and think they're clever enough to, change the rhetoric or narrative. I don't care what your opinion is. What you should do is care about what my opinion is. There you go. That's all I'm going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. No, I'm only joking. I would like to have coffee with each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, to make some biscuits and sausage gravy for you, ladies. I've been hearing about this gravy, this gravy thing that you speak of. Someone else mentioned it. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know if I should be afraid or no. I really don't know if I should be afraid or not. I don't know. This gravy thing scares me. I have TikTok. Yes. You have TikTok. You have mail. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I don't want to be rude, but have a guess what time it is. Have a guess what time it is. Have a guess what time. What do you think? What time do you think it is right now? Anyone got an idea what time they think it is? Anyone? Anyone want to guess? You see, yeah. I mean, I think that stuff what you're talking about is sausage mash and sausage and mash, which is quite nice actually. Depends how. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It depends how you eat it though. But we digress. Right, guys. I don't want to be rude, but no, it's not story time. I only do that in the evenings. We don't want to upset the natives. Okay. But what I will say though is this: be nice to each other, respect each other. I know some people can't do that, but I know a lot of people who come here can. And that's one thing I know, that people coming here are respectful anyway. So I am now going to call it a day. It's been nearly coming up to 4 hours, which is nearly 1 hour too much. Because obviously, and all I want to say is this: I really do appreciate that everyone who comes here. I do appreciate your interest and everything. And I hope that we can all enjoy everything that we do together. Communicate, talk, chat, have a giggle. Right? And just remember, some people you can't please. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you just can't please people. Right? And if that happens, just ignore them. And a message to those idiots, especially you, Dave, and other people: keep our names out of your mouth. Because one way or the other, we're going to talk about you and your actions one way or the other. And the reason being is because you're just full of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Spawn Trooper. And I am now going to make like the wind. And I'm going to go and blow. Wait, that sounded wrong. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to make like the wind and blow. Oh, that's even fucking worse. That's even worse. Yo. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I don't know who's live at the moment. Not sure who was live. Veteran Nation has put a new video up. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Oh, no. Go back. No. I could have just sworn I just saw Lynette. What the hell? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, go and check out his video. Okay, in regards of a 4-star general removed, and have a fantastic day. Remember to go and chill out, listen to some soul music or some chilled out music, and have a fantastic day. And just remember, right? Don't. Good morning, DK. You're late because I'll be leaving now, right? And just remember, right? A smile a day keeps the fucking weirdos away. Yeah. Wait, DIY guy is live? That can't be right. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he is live. Guys, go to DIY guy. Off you go. Go to DIY guy. Go and check him out. Right? Say hello from me say hello from me to him and tell him I should be there toot sweet. So off you go, guys. Go to DIY guy, say hello to him and everything, and send my regards. And tell him he looks smart with his Italian haircut there. Right? And should be there soon. Well, I have to wait. Why was I not subscribed to him? I thought I was. But anyway, I'll see you later, guys. And remember, be nice. Yes. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, I sneezed. Bruce, I sneezed. Oh, I sneezed. I'm so sorry. Anyway, on that note, yeet.